Oh, hello. How's it going? Are we good? Good. Good. So, we're gonna have a little look-see at some Ashes of Creation vids after the previous weekend, where people got a little hands-on with the Alpha 2. Just to see what we're going to get ourselves into. So there's a bunch of vids that I've already watched already, but I thought, hey, if I'm going to watch them, why not also be on here too? So that's what we're going to do today. Any more preamble I need here? Probably not. We could probably just start. Not start not start soon, just start now. Okay, and you shush. You shush, beautiful music. We're gonna listen to Richie SH. See about his time with Alpha 2.
What is going on, guys? We have had a weekend filled with Ashes of Creation's Alpha 2 fun, and I want to really break down my first impressions with you. So starting off, because you guys keep asking me, I played a mage archetype going into this. Mage has been my go-to.
I think I might choose mage first. I think end goal, I probably want to do necromancer. But mage or bard for like just the first play around with
type, and I really enjoy how the mage feels, especially when you
bear scare. No, not the bear scare. The bear scare gives me seizures. Do not want. Do not want. Hey Tifa, how's it going? Do you know anything about Ashes of Creation? Ever heard of it? An upcoming MMO due to release in 2035? Probably.
Get into the later level skill trees, I really like it. The damage, again, as I've said in the past, I'd like it a little boosted up a bit, but
absolutely nothing about it. I've been watching it for some time. I'd say about like 5 years now. There's been 8 years in development, apparently. And so I'll be able to start playing from November the 8th. Which is really exciting. At the moment, like, it's all just testing, so it's just like network and stability testing. But there's a lot of like drama and a lot of polarity happening in the community where people are saying, one, it's an alpha, leave it alone, they're just testing the systems, and then two, like, the game's not finished. So I really need to maybe choose a side, I don't know, have an opinion. Or maybe I'll have my own separate opinion and just be like, both of you are wrong. I'm gonna go play Halo. Can't wait until that time of year. You hate fireworks seasons. Fireworks season isn't great for people with pets, not gonna lie.
Overall, it's not too bad.
Do you have any pets, Tifa?
Oh,
Do you have a husky? I think I've already asked you this at some point. Rings a bell.
And our goal for this weekend was hit level 10, get Richie Mayor. So obviously there's server issues that plagued across the realms of Vera, and people were crashing. You couldn't get
Sadly, do not. If you were to get a pet, what type would you get? Cat, dog, fish, squirrel, pigeon? Well, is your oyster? Oyster? Get an oyster pet? Can you have an oyster pet? You probably could, right? If you had a fish tank, just put an oyster in there. Is that a thing?
The queue, all that.
You can have oyster farms, right? To farm pearls? Could you have one as a pet?
I got in like right when the servers went live, and I got in and I ran out of lion hold, and I survived the majority of the crashes. Yeah, that was pretty good. So it was we got pretty lucky.
So this was the starting area where everyone was loading in, and from what I've gathered is the plan is don't start in the starting area. get out as soon as humanly possible. Just because that was like where loads of bugs were happening, or maybe it was just the fact that loads of people were spawning in that area was causing a bunch of crashes.
Genesis got it.
Cat for snuggles, or a dog like a golden retriever. I like other people's dogs. I don't think I'll ever have a dog myself. Help you in your chair. That would be perfect. Yeah, going out with your dog. Nice. Cats, not so much. I mean, I could walk my cats, well, both my cats, about like 100 yards. And then after that, I'm like, guys, can you just stay here? Like, I'm not sure if it's responsible as a pet owner for me to take you on a long walk somewhere. Because we got a bunch of like green round back. I just want to see how far I can take them, but then I don't know if that's a bad thing. Maybe I should research it. Like, can you take a cat outside of its comfort zone and then it just gets lost? I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose a cat. I've only got 2. It's too small for a pet. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this place at the moment, I would say is probably good for a dog, but probably not good for a dog and 2 cats. But we get by. Yeah, I love dogs. I love families' dogs. I like friends' dogs. But having your own dog, like, isn't that just exhausting? Like, I just want to go see the dog and then ruffle its ears and then have it love me and then leave. That's all I want. I just want the love part. I want them to come over, fall asleep with their head on my lap, and then, like, me to just be in heaven, and then me to leave as soon as it needs to go out and have a walk. Like, that's my goal in life when it comes to being a dog owner, is not to own a dog, to own other people's dogs temporarily.
In the guild that I'm in, and we ended up grinding and grinding.
Cafes! I've never been to a cat cafe. I think that's, like, a genius idea. I've said, like, repeatedly, I really do want to go to one. Like, some cats, my cats are absolutely fine, but some cats, absolute arseholes. So what happens when you get an arsehole cat at a cat cafe? Could the entire place, like, shut down because it had one really antisocial cat that kept on scratching people and swiping at them? Like, what happens then? Do you just keep it in the back? Do you sell it off? Whose cats are they? I have so many questions.
And grinding for hours to get that level 10, which worked pretty well. And actually, we found out that raid groups do not have really a XP dampener on them, so you can really form pretty big raids and go into areas much higher level than you are and burn down these creatures. So that's basically what we did, and just grinded that XP. So we got to about level...
How many people they got there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Is that right? Is that right? Is that maths? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I was right. Why did I doubt myself? Never doubt yourself. Just commit. Have other people doubt you. Have other people contradict you and correct you. A cat who just really hates food safety inspectors. Yeah, they'd get shut down. There's probably, like, it seems like the best job in the world. You own a cafe. You have people come over. You get to spend all your time with cats and people who want to see cats because they come to a cat cafe. So they're probably all about cats too. But then, like, do you have to get the right cats? What happens if you get a wrong cat? Do you have to have some sort of interview process with the cat to see if you want the cat in your cafe, like a normal employee? Or are they just stragglers and then you have to train them? You have to, like, socialize them with the general riffraff that come in. I don't know. So many questions. Will I look it up? No. Will I have like countless sleepless nights thinking about it. Yes.
And the server crashed, and it was like 1 in the morning, so I went to bed. Apparently those servers came back up, and then Genesis kept pushing, so Rive ended up getting mayor of Winstead. So
Oh,
I know
no.
he's been working on some videos that should, I would imagine, be up at some point. So like, go check out Rive's videos. He's got a flying mount. He's been flying all over Vera. It's pretty cool
Sick.
to see. So make sure you go check that out.
Do you know work like a cat adoption shelter? I think the one around us works like that as well. You could adopt a post-cafe cat. Yeah, you just go in for a quick mocha and end up with a tabby. I mean, that's fantastic. I would 100% think about taking that job of working at a cat cafe, but then on the other side, you still need to do the cafe part. I'll do the cat part. I'll be like, here's a cat. You like this cat? Guess what? It's up for adoption. Have you got room? Do you want it? I don't want it. I probably do want it. That would be horrible. Giving away the cats from the cafe. You'll have like a favorite cat. And you'll be like, oh, sorry, you're not allowed to have Wombles. Wombles is my favorite. And they'd be like, but Wombles is on the menu. Do the cats come on the menu as well? Is that what happens? They give you 2 menus. One for coffee and one for cats. I really want to go to a cat cafe.
And that was day 1. That was the gist of day 1. Day 2, I took a different approach, and I grouped up with Vladis, Rorier, and we played with those guys, and we just, same thing, we just found different grinding spots, but we also...
No, that's a Chinese restaurant? Oh, about the 2 menus. What's this perfect panini you're selling? This tastes unusual. You just pull out a collar from your teeth. Yeah, I would love to go. So have you actually been to the cat cafe? Did you get hair in your tea or something?
also just kind of screwed around and had some fun. Which, I mean, you gotta do. It's an alpha, so, like, nothing's gonna be set in stone.
Just gotta goof around in an alpha.
So having fun, I think, is the biggest point going into this. You don't want to just grind the entire 3 days. I get why people want to do that, but it's like, you might get wiped next week. So go out, explore, have fun, and play around in the game. And I think
for some people, the enjoyment is to grind. I'm not sure what I would be doing. What am I going to do when I actually get in? Probably a little bit of everything. I think I'm going to be like the anti-grinder. I'm just going around doing whatever pops up, whatever interests me at that time. Like the ADHD grinder.
that's the best way you can do it. But so we did that. We went to Colossal Crater, killed the guys, went to the Church of 7 Stars and farmed those guys for a while. Got into a few PvP skirmishes up there. Apparently, as a tank, you can chain pull friendly targets and have them stuck to you. So we brought a friend with us for a few minutes, and it was kind of hilarious. Stark. Oh, I really want to kill him.
Wait, you can just...
Go Stark?
Yeah, let's go Stark.
Wait, what?
Turning.
Are you gonna do it? Make sure your flag roar.
He ain't
Did
fighting
you go?
back.
Did you go turn it in?
This game is going to be so good if it ever comes out. True, I hope. I'm not sure about you, you probably have, the same as me, but are you getting two very different sides coming out from all these content creators? Like, some of them are so hyped about it, and they understand that it's an alpha, and it's gonna, you know, have some bugs, it's just stability that they're testing at the moment. And then others saying, like, yeah, it's still a scam. Like, Steven is a liar, like, it'll never come out, it shouldn't be at this stage as it is at the moment. I don't know. I'm just trying to gauge how I feel about it at the moment. I guess even when I get in November 8th, I won't really know, because guess what? It's still in alpha? Maybe we'll have more of an idea properly when it comes into beta. But people are, like, really strong opinions on this. I love it.
Wagsy?
Look at man. I chained him and he stuck to me like a mob.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Get away.
no.
Oh wow,
Dang.
Your own pet Stark.
that's
There's
pretty
no
cool,
fucking way this is happening.
bruh. Why me? Oh my god, I hope that's like a feature. I hope that's something that I can do in game. Maybe I have been like thinking about what would I actually be when I get in and it says, hey, what class would you like to be? What would you like your core essence to feel like? I'm gonna spend at least 20 minutes talking myself around it. At least. Understand both sides. I understand both sides. I really do. But at the moment, I'm just still in the middle. If it's really a scam, they wouldn't be making the alpha so transparent. Has there been as much dedication and work put into an alpha? Whoa! Hey, thanks for the follow, Blank. How's it going? Yeah, has there ever been a scam like this? Ever? Like, this is literally one for the books. Like, kudos. Like, not kudos for, like, stealing other people's money, but they have an almost working game here. They could just be like, here's a scam. Okay, well, we're gonna stop production now and take all your money and then leave. And then there's just, like, a partially made game there. They were like, hang on, we could probably just sell this. They would be trying to cover it up even more. Yeah, they could, just because they've been so transparent. So transparent. They've been like hyper transparent. Yeah, I like what they're doing. I think we can all agree it's probably not a scam at this point, but people are saying that they shouldn't be at the stage they are at the moment, and actually the progress that they've said they've got up to isn't what they've actually got up to, and that is misleading. They would want to invest as least as possible. Yeah, haven't they? They've hired like a bunch of people. Do you think they've just been hiring like a bunch of scammers? Like, haven't some really popular people in game dev been joining them? Wouldn't they have rung the bell? Looks like the opposite. I'm in the group of I don't think it's a scam, and at the moment I feel like it's just an alpha. So just go in there, do what you can, see if you can break the game, report your bugs, and then just be done with it. But I don't know. I don't know how bad it is, actually. I've only seen gameplay. But Fusive, have you actually played yet? Have you got in? They should be further along. I don't know. I honestly don't know how long games take to develop. I know you can develop a game technically in like a month, because I've seen it happen. What's the longest a game's been in active development in that's actually been quite successful? Gotta play on November 8th. Ah, you're in the same category as me. Good. I was this close to getting in earlier. I was like, maybe I'll just save the pennies, and then if I collect enough silver, maybe I'll buy it. But then by the time I got to the stage, it was like, I got some bonus money. Like, it had already ended.
You get 110 glint too.
Cool. Stark either a pet or a mount. Which is it?
You chained him with.
Please don't kill.
He ain't going nowhere. He's
Amazing.
going wherever we tell him he's gonna go.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Did he get free? No, he can't get free.
That's what you get for being AFK. You get to be someone's bitch. Poor Stark.
Oh, there's a vendor here.
Beyond that, after that, we went to Darrigal State and we farmed some flower guys. And then the servers were coming down at the end of the night, and the servers were going to be down. So we decided we are going to head to the tropics. And we headed to the tropics. There was a caravan on the way. We attacked that caravan. We failed at attacking that caravan because they were, I guess, right at the turning point. And I guess when you get to a turning point, the caravans just go poof right now. Which
I don't know what a turning point is. Is that just, well, it's obviously at a stage it goes poof. But what does that mean? What does that mean? And would that have been a player-run caravan? Not expecting much from the alpha until phase 2. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it. I am committed 100% for wasting 100% of my free time on this game. Where you turn the caravan in. Right. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, you should have just caught them earlier, right? Player caravan, yeah. Can you have... Actually, no, I know an amount about the caravan system. I have watched the video, but obviously I've not remembered that much. Can you have NPC caravans, or does that just defeat the point of the MMO? Can you just have like an AFK... Like, go do something. If you die, you die. I don't care. Really early stream. It is an early stream. I have a day off. Defeats the point. Yeah. True. So, WAP, are you in already? Are you a November 8th? Where are you? Only player caravans. Yeah, I mean, if people are always going to niche down. So if there's like literally no one doing caravans, there will be that one guy who's like, I'm going to be the caravan guy, and everyone will give me their money, because that's how it works. November 8th. Ah, you're in good company then. Good company. Are you all excited? We better be.
just a very odd thing, but really kind of threw us off. But then we went to the tropics, we PvP'd each other, and that
oh yeah,
was
threw
the
him
odd
off the
thing,
caravan.
but really kind of threw us off. But then we went to the tropics, we
Should it be obvious where the turn-in point is? I understand what it means by turn-in point. I thought it was turning point. And it's like, what? So it just turns and then it just disappears? But no, turn in. So looking forward to it. What classes is everyone thinking of? I'm still undecided. Like, the go-to ones at the moment, from what I've seen, are Mage and Bard. Good morning, Cruder. How are you? How's life? Gonna play Mage, but Cleric looks good to you too. I know they all look good. The only one I'm thinking not dicking around with is Fighter. I kind of get the point, except for the massive lunge, the frog jump. That looks amazing. That looks so fun. Healer for November 8th. Excellent. I'm also thinking, like, do I want to be a healer? Do I want to be that guy? I want a niche, I think. I don't want to just be like a DPS. Because loads of people will be DPS, right? Like, is that the main thing that people do? I want to be a filler. I want to fill a gap. I want to fill someone's gap. You understand me? You could steal the caravan and turn it in. You have to steal it. So, yes. So if you take down a caravan's down, and then all of the inventory's just lying there, you kill the caravan people, there's potential for there to be too many materials for you to pick up manually, right? Or can you caravan on that caravan site, on that caravan's grave? What happens? Fighter needs some spice. Fighter just needs something that entertains me, but at the moment it's exactly what you think it's going to be, right? You suck at PvP, so you heal. I'm going to be honest with you. This is me being real, okay? I don't have much experience in MMOs. Don't have much experience. I have played WoW for like up to level 20. I've played New World. Played that a bit. and Final Fantasy 14? Is it 14? Is it 14? 14. Yeah. So I'm not like down with Guild Wars 2 or like any of those. New World sucked. I liked it. And that's why I'm excited for this game, because everyone's saying that this is far better than New World. And if I liked New World, I'm gonna love this, right? You like playing tank. You haven't had the time for an MMO in ages. I am dedicated to making the time for this game. I think the catch for me initially was animal husbandry. I was like, oh, that's like really cool. And then I read into it and it's like, oh, you can like try and do genetic things with them and make like a mount that is really good at tap dancing, or a mount that's really good at flying in the sky with no wings. That kind of thing. Like the whole genetic line. I was like, whoa. I'm going to get there and I'll be like, I don't understand any of this. I'm going to go hit the monster with a big axe now. Bye. You can caravan stuff back from the wreckage. Good. So you can set up your own caravan on the caravan corpse. And then when you turn in the caravan, you get the reward. Is that right? Or you can just steal the materials and keep the materials? It's more like EQ. EverQuest. Got it. You quit in May of 2023. I wanted New World to be the game that I'm looking for at the moment. I wanted it to be the one. It just wasn't. It just wasn't there. I haven't played since they've added the Eternum. I don't even know what happened in Eternum. They added stuff. They've got like mounts now. Is that it? Is that right? Need a fast horse, hook you up. I never play. I think I played a scuffed version of a little game called Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. Monster Rancher! Monster Rancher! Where you would literally breed up monsters. And like you feed them and you get like an egg that's like assigned to your particular disc. Oh, that was so good. I want that. I want to be like, I want to make a really strong horse and I want it to take forever for me to do that. And for it to be legitimately like rare and expensive. Caravan, a portion back to your node. Okay. I need to watch the caravan video again. Does it explain it all there? Some caravan items are only for selling commodities. You can also transport actual game crafting materials. Uh-huh. That's 1 to 2 years away. Hey, I can get my fill of the rest of the game. I could reach like max level in that time and then be like, bored now. I'm just gonna retire and be a animal breeder and just get 2 animals and go ba ba ba, jabba jabba. Make them kiss. So yeah, looking forward to it. Whatever comes. If it sucks, it sucks, and some of us have wasted some money. But at the end of the day, we made that decision. I guess I don't know. Just coping.
PvP'd each other, and that was it.
I did like the PvP in New World as well. I didn't play much of it, but I did enjoy it. Don't think we won, ever. But, yeah. Huh. Hey, Pooh! Nice first. I I thought you would have come second. Number 2. And they were saying with animal husbandry, you could also potentially make new breeds, like new species. I don't know how that's going to work, because I don't think it's going to work like that game where you create your creature at the very beginning. Spore. It's not going to be like Spore, where it's like you breed an elephant with the monkey and get a melephant. It's all explained in the caravan vid. Has anyone recently done a comprehensive vid for the caravans? The confusing part for you is the node and Maya stuff. Have you watched anything since people have been playing the Alpha 2? It's years before. I understand it's years before, but just like the node system is not fully in force yet. It's coming later. Like, people are still enjoying the node system, right? You can enjoy something that's not out yet, right? You can look forward to it. Coming into the game with not that much experience in MMOs, I wonder if staying away from DPS is the best thing. Let's go through it. So if you like just want a basic normal experience, like, is the DPS or the Bard or the Cleric the best one to go for? Crossbreeding. Ah, yeah. That'd be cool. I don't know what will happen. Like, what happens when you breed two things that are not the same? You just smush them together. Blah, 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 blah. Won't share the good info. They want to monopolize the alpha. But there'll be people in the non-NDA alpha that have come out, right? Has no one done a, hey, I was a mayor for this node for 2 days. This is how you mayor. Love the idea of the node system. Just afraid of it being very niche in terms of the mayor's communication with each other, creating this social bubble. What do you mean between multiple mayors? I'd like to know how the vassal system's gonna work, like with communication. Like, you're my bitch. They're like, okay, what do we get out of that? It's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna attack you. You're just my bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Just vague stuff, like it's much harder than it sounds. How hard could it be, right? How much are you running? Like, I say day to day, but like it was just over 2 days. Over the course of 12 hours, let's say you're on the game as a mayor for 12 hours, how much mayoral stuff do you have to do in those 12 hours? Or can you just go off and have an adventure? Kill some mobs. Nodes need to reach level 3 first. Huh. Oh, so no one reached level 3, did they? Interesting. You have to be smart to be the mayor? Might sound like a job I don't want. I'm happy to be a mayor of like 10 people in like the corner of the world that no one really wants to go to, just to see what it's like. Don't understand the alpha stuff on the main website. No. So I'm not the person to ask this. I'm just going to say now, I might be giving you misinformation. I am not a source of legitimate information. But the alpha stuff that you can buy now lets you play from November 8th. No one is playing at the moment now. So no one who's been streaming. is actually playing now. It goes online again this Friday till Sunday, and then it's back on the weekend after, which is when us losers get to play, right? Am I right? All right. Can't have a node ward between vassal. Oh, you can't have a node wars between them, but like, what's the relationship? Because a vassal is like a bitch state. To be kind, not to be offensive to the node, but sounds like balancing the books in the game. There's gonna be so much interaction on Discord. Like, each server's gonna have its own Discord and like sub Discord and mayoral Discord. Half people like gonna be role playing, half of them trying to take it seriously, and there's gonna be like, what are you doing? Why are you attacking me? It's like, because you did this. And it was like, yeah, this doesn't benefit you. It's like, you are, an enemy of the state. I put on a voice not to criticize, but just for a little bit of flair, okay? Because that will be me. I would 100% roleplay if I could. Too late to buy a bundle. I'm not sure if it's too late to buy a bundle. Is it? Does anyone know? You've probably already answered. Who wants to be the town accountant? A lot of people. I'm sure you're aware of Grand Theft Auto 5 RP, like roleplay. People are pencil pushers in that game. People like play as cops. They go around, they see someone doing naughty stuff, and then they book them. And they have this entire like form that they need to fill out. And they need to do like a incident report and like give them the exact crime that they did. Like there is definitely 100% room for accountants. Work orders and buildings are complicated. Hopefully it's just complicated at the moment because it's the first time that anyone's ever seeing it. And rewards too low, no one will do it. Taxes too high. They'll revolt. When can you... Is it like every week or something you can elect a new mayor? Mayor? It's November 1st to buy a bundle. Oh, okay. So you got 2 days then. Sorry, Mullet, I was like no use. I bought it a while ago, like as soon as it came out. Only one can get maxed out too in a certain area, right? Like in a nodal area. Is it in a biome? Is it you can only have a level 5 in one biome? Be careful who you piss off in game. 100%. Never knew who friends of friends of friends with the mayor. Yeah. Like, I'm sure you're all aware of pirate software and his actual pirates. Like, you're just going around and you're like, we've got a party of like 6 here. There's just this one guy. We're bored. Let's kill him. And like, turns out that it's actually Thor's twin brother, Loki. Don't know if it's less for phase 1 or phase 2. I don't know. I'm not on the website right now, so I couldn't help you. Only one node will max 1 station and some lower ones. Yeah. For per biome. I'm going to the toilet because I am human. I will see you in a second. Will we finish this video? Doesn't matter. We're having good conversations about what are we talking about? I don't know. I'm gonna BRB. I should have had like music ready or something. I had music. Where did it go? Go to the toilet. Doesn't matter. No one cares. Nobody cares. Play this. Where's the one I liked?
antibus inimmaginabile. Serpentis caudet corvus rostrum, terrori nocturni nomen illudatur. Insomniis venit, vigiles perterescit, cum frenit orcano, animas te turbat, sub luna silente cuncta pervagatur, od zigzag tenuis visio mentes captat. Silidon, celum tremit, silidon, fames nupum muci, silidon, terror fervet, silidon, omnes servet. Narrationes cantate in notte, legendes secunde in fole absente, exulant homines, siglido nefandi, tremunt terrementa, omni die fati, universa transversa, forma mutabile, abi memorabili tempore vastum, capabile, quam satiatus.
Oh, hey guys. Fancy seeing you here. So, where were we? Hope everything comes out okay, but when? When you say... Oh, wait. You weren't talking about when I was going to the toilet, right? You're talking about in-game, right? Just checking. So yeah. I'm not optimistic about the experience we're all gonna have on November 8th. Like, in my head, everything's just gonna be as we've seen here. Like, that is my goal. That is my goal. If it's like what we've seen the Alpha 2 players play, I'll be happy. And then it can change later on, right? Like that the game isn't layered. That way you'll build a reputation in the long run based on your actions. Yeah. Yeah, I like there to be long consequences. Like even just at the very beginning, just a random guild thinking like, oh, where should we go when the server opens? Let's go to this like node over here. And then they just do some random stuff and then it builds up that node and they're like, hey, we just did a thing. That's cool. Winren, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're saying. If there are big updates planned before November 8th, we will know because the PTR is only under visual NDA. This is true. Players can still talk about it. I expect there's to be some changes. At the moment, they're probably, you know, mostly concerned with the DDoSing, right? Weird, someone thinks we can read Cyrillic? Cyrillic? I actually don't know where that's from. I don't want to guess and be insulting and get it wrong. But yeah, sorry. Only speak English here. It's not for a lack of trying. I've tried to learn Spanish. That didn't go very well. It lasted for about 6 months, and then I just forgot about Duolingo. Russia and Ukraine. I thought it was. And then I didn't want to be like, oh, actually, didn't you know that's the native language of somewhere? And me to just sit here with egg on my face. The mage does look good. It looks fun, but is it just fun for like PvP when you're actually in a group? What happens? No hablo español amigo. Thanks for that, Tinderus. Hey, whoa, Winram, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Be safe if there. Shall be a mage. The mage looks like the best. It looks like the best one to be. But is that the right direction for making a decision? Probably. I don't know why I'm trying to be like so like niche about it. The Wizard King. What's it called when it's mage? Archmage? Archmage. Be so good. Whatever that turns out to be. As a tester over the weekend, I saw the mage look promising in PvE combat as well. Just have mana issues. So if you're in a PvE and you've got some assistance, so like some bardal assistance. Archwizard, yes. Does that work out well? Oh, you were the bard. Okay, so you were like hyper focused on people's mana and stuff. Cool. Did you enjoy it? How was your overall time? I think I am initially. My gut is saying split between the mage and the bard. Maybe the barge. Previously, I've only played MMOs like solo, like Final Fantasy. In New World, I was the tank in the group, and I did have some fun in there. Did have some fun. It feels like I might be wrong, and you might all shout at me, but I feel like there was like not that much to think about, as opposed to like, you know, a healer who has to be on top of everyone's health and stuff like that, or like buffs and debuffs. If you had been born in the 15th century, you would have been the knight who would have been in front and would have died first. How about the knight that goes in front and just doesn't die? Just ends it. Just like the movie knight hero guy. That guy. Looked like it opened up a little after you get some mana jewelry. Ah, okay, yeah, that's something else that I've heard, is that you don't really unlock your class until you reach a certain level. Like, you don't really get anything until you reach level 10. Bard's very complex. Bard is complex. I'm torn between, like, what's the laziest one? What's the one I can just put on some music, join some friends, go into a mob, and then just not think? Just play, just chat, just have fun. And then the other side of it is like, is that going to be boring? Do I want something that's more involved? But then I don't want to be the one to make everyone lose. Bard seems like the only class that doesn't have critical mana issues at the start. So it's like a good to start. Are you gonna go Bard again for next weekend? You really like my accent. You understand almost everything. Almost everything. Thank you. I made it myself. Ranger kites well. I'm not interested in Ranger. The only thing about the Ranger that I'm really fascinated about is its like escapability, like its jump shot where it goes wow. Wait, is my cam stopped? And he's like wow, and like shoots a bunch of arrows. But like, it's like a blink for the Ranger. That thing, whatever that's called. Really enjoying the Bard class. So Armored Monkey, what experience pre Ashes of Creation do you have? almost everything is probably due to the fact that you're not good at English. Hey, I mean, the fact that you're typing out, unless you're using like ChatGPT to translate, the fact that you can understand like half the words that I'm saying like blows my mind. Like us English people, and probably America too, we're very lucky that other countries are smart enough to take on our language as well. So we appreciate that. Tadarius, I see you over on YouTube causing havoc. What are you doing? Oh, the Ranger's the laziest class. Right. What, just because you stand at the back and just pop some arrows? I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's a bit too lazy. Okay, well, it's good. Now I have a gauge of how lazy I want to be. You're German and you understand everything. Tindarius. Why are you over on YouTube causing havoc? English is easier language to learn, plus movies help. Movies do help. I was thinking about, like, when I was trying to learn Spanish, what's the best way of actually learning it? Is it through Duolingo? Is it through, like, the audio lessons when they're like, un cerveza, one beer? Or is it actually just watch some, like, kids programs, like kids Spanish TV, and then learn like children do, just from television? Bard feels really good for mana restoration, plus some long bursts of healing. That's why I like the Bard. Just for those two. Like, I don't care if I'm doing anything else, but if I'm topping up mana and a bit of healing, that's good with me. The dances, just the animation that comes out of the Bard is fascinating. It's just different. Love it. Absolutely love it. Somehow English became one of the universal languages. I think it's a mix of entertainment, like movies and TVs. Oh yeah, I'm sure like Hollywood had a massive impact on that, right? Probably. Oh, and that that thing that we did a while ago. What was it called? That awful thing. Oh yeah, the British Empire. That probably had some effect, right? Internet being mostly English, yep. Bard is kind of essential. I think I might end up being a filler. I'm gonna see what's needed. Am I just a people pleaser? I should be like, I want to be the mage. I want to do big damage, or I want to be the healer. I want to do big healing. But actually, there's a part of me is like, but if I'm a tank, people like me. Hey, Louis, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Last great empire was English. Oh yeah, forgot the colonization. yeah, about that. Hey, it wasn't me, okay? I'm Irish and French. Okay, that's where I come from. I don't know if, well, probably some of my ancestors would have been British at that time. Anyway, let's not dwell on my country's past. It was over before I was born. Like, yeah, come on. Like, I'm sure Ireland didn't have the best time either. But, you know. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Ashes of Creation. I just don't want to be in a group that's filled with bards. Bards and mages. Am I going to end up being a tank? Do people play tank? Do people tend to play tank? No, it's a fact, not blaming. Yeah, no, it's like I'm not taking it as a blame or anything. God. Don't bring up the British Empire. Okay. I actually don't know much about it. I haven't done my research, so I don't know. I don't know. Stop talking. Just play the video and have a good time. You like tank? Yeah, let's try and like reel this back in. Tank class in the game isn't shitty. Yeah, as long as there's something for the tank to do, other than just be like press X for taunt. Your group was 1 bard, 2 cleric, 1 tank, 1 fighter, 1 ranger, and then the rest mages. Louis, do you think that you needed anything else? Would you swap out one of those classes for something else, or would you add something to that? Tank is the least played always. Does everyone agree with that? Is that a thing? I don't know. Like I said, my general understanding of MMOs is pretty weak. I just... I don't even know how many hours I had in New World. Probably not that much. It's going to be like significant, isn't it? No, it's not. So New World was, I guess, Final Fantasy as well. I played New World. How many hours? How many hours? Where the hell is it? When did I play it? Did I ever play it? I might have even hidden it. It's like, I'm not playing this again. No, it's not that New World. New World, Eternum. Okay, 308 hours. That gives you some idea, right? So I have played an MMO. Technically. Just not as much as some other people. I think I am classed as still a noob. Final Fantasy had to be here as well. Don't know, can't see it. Can't see it, doesn't matter. What were we saying? Tank sucked in New World. Again, I liked it. So I'm looking forward to Tank in this game if people agree that it is actually a lot better. Have swapped another mage for another fighter just to stop the aggro from going to the mages. Interesting. Taunting seems awkward for the tank. Yeah, I need to watch like a tank guide to see what it's actually about. I don't want to have to wait like a week and a half. I want entertainment now. I want to know what it feels like before even playing it. You don't get the big numbers as the tank. True. Stacking mages is a decent damage strat. Meat shield is not for everyone. No, I don't know. It's what do I want for me? Most content doesn't need, where are we? Most content doesn't need multiple tanks per group. You might need multiple other classes. The biggest blame okay, yeah, other than cleric. Yeah, that's one thing. Am I just paranoid about getting shouted at? Is that it? Am I that person? Am I that person that wants to be shouted at for not taunting enough? Press X for taunt. No, you said this before, but you've only played MMOs solo or in small groups. Would you be looking to change that for this? Seems like a game where being in a guild is a lot more important. It's like essential in this game. Allegedly, not that I've played it, but everyone tells me so. Only game you've played as a healer was Warhammer Online. I don't even think I've seen that. Tank is really fun at high levels. What makes it really fun at high levels, though? Sephiro. I like the chain, the get over here. That's kind of cool. Got a level as a DPS when playing as a tank. Oh, this is also true. I think with this game, like the main goal is like goal number 1 is find friends, get guild, get party. Or not, yeah, yeah. You can't get a guild straight away, can you? But get party, get friends, go kill. Go level up. They have grapple pull at 7. Pretty fast. My EU? I am EU. I am. How could you tell? Yeah, I think end. Whoa! Miko, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you. 7 is not that fast. Weren't people reaching like 8 in the first day? I don't know. Still one of these November 8ers. What's it called? Shocking sphere, lightning ball. I can't remember what it's called. It's so cool. And what you can do about the blink and then get them to walk through it with you. That's so good. That's maybe like my biggest pull towards a mage is just this one ability. Highest level you saw on the first day was 13. Whoa! I wonder how they got there. Was it just like the hours they put in, or was it the strat they were putting in? Like what type of guild? Hardcore or chilled one? Probably chilled, because I have a day job. I have a day job and a family. So I don't want anyone to rely on my presence. I think I just want a guild that just takes people as they come. Just refugees, basically. Ball lightning! Hey, I did not, unfortunately. I am a November 8er. What's my first impressions? Especially combat gameplay. Well, like I said, I've not actually played. I've only watched people play. I've only watched other people enjoy the game. I'm really excited about it. And I think it's maybe because I've watched a lot of Bard and Mage gameplay. And I think because they're, for me, the most entertaining to watch, I've got good thoughts about the combat, but how it feels and stuff, I couldn't say. Could not say. You hit 13 on the first day. How'd you manage it? Was it do you think it was the hours you put in, or did you have a special like route, special strat? Knowing farming spots. Fair. Day job plus kids makes MMO hard. So I hear. You just gotta be smart with your time though, right? You just gotta put in the effort to actually block out some time. I'm gonna have to do a lot of time management to enjoy a game, but that's fine. So I think it's gonna come out okay. Eventually, do I have much hope for November 8th? Why am I being so doomerish about this? Not been impressed by the alpha. It's very fun. I'm so looking forward to it. And the fact that I I liked New World's combat just as a tank. And that's pretty boring. You're retired and your kids are 22 and 21. Won't let them join until they prove themselves. Rules is rules. So what do they need to do to prove themselves to get into the guild? That's amazing. That's so funny. Can I get into your guild? What's your level? 49? 49! Come back to me in 3 weeks. Level 7 in the first 30 minutes. That's quick. That's quick. I wasn't watching everyone for like the entire period, but level 7 seems very quick for the first 30 minutes, especially as everyone was on a massive grind from 9 to 10. Oh, a quest as well. Yeah. Some people were just avoiding quests like the plague. Just going out and doing mobs. Yeah. Smart mob farming. I think I'll probably do all the basic quests first that teach you about crafting and processing or whatever it'll let me do to figure out the core mechanics of the game. And then after that, I'll go out and adventurize, have some fun. Being ahead of everyone else helped. You weren't contesting areas for mobs. Oh, so you just like run to the furthest corners of the earth, or of the the biome. 13 and 12. Now they have time. Oh, okay. Do they have to do like a form? Do they have to fill out a ticket to enter the guild? There's currently quests, plunder, etc. that give stupid amounts of XP. And even spots that are also much better than other grind spots. Other things that give people with knowledge advantages in the level grind. Imagine some of those things will change. Yes, because there's the interactive Ashes map that's like already setting up people's routes and stuff, right? Adventurize, that's a word. Look it up. Look it up. Okay, well, it's coming up. There's an Adventurize Limited. Okay, so technically a word. They're over in Stratford upon Avon. So, guess I was right. It is a fake word. Will I be waiting for the actual release? You're likely to join. So I did take the plunge. I don't know if it's regrettably yet or not, but I am joining November 8th. So that's gonna be so good. So good. Volatile. I'm gonna be such like a goody two-shoes. Like, I'm never gonna attack other players. I'm never gonna go corrupt. Just gonna be like the nice boy. Wah. That attack as well. I don't know what the moves are, but this one also is fantastic. Wah. I think I just like the fact that the mage spells look like they're doing something. Do you know what I mean? Like they look like they're weighty. Does that make sense? As opposed to just like pew, pew. They're like rah, electric ball, lasers. Like that's cool. Rip.
Day 3 for Sunday. Well, as
2 seconds. So has everyone got like guilds set up and stuff like that? How prepared are you, November 8ers? I am not prepared. I'm going to be like, hi, can I as a friend, please? Will you be my friend? And hopefully someone eventually will say yes. Okay, so everyone watching, I appreciate you being here. I just want to say one thing. I am an idiot. Because I thought chat was broken. Chat wasn't broken. Chat was just paused. So everyone who's just said anything that I haven't responded to, I am sorry. I thought there was just like a massive silence with me rambling at you. So yeah, that's me. Wow. Well, you're lucky that I didn't put myself on mute. That is also a thing that I tend to do. Like this. Oh, the combos from the mages. That's like also the best bit. There's so many best bits about the mage. Not muted. Thank you. Does 2 muted emotes mean that I am muted? You need a guild, as well as a tank, cleric, and bard friend. Find it in the Discord. It's just like hard. Like, imagine this is your very first MMO ever of all time. Okay, you hear that this game is best played with friends, with a guild, with other players. Put yourself into a party or else you're not going to have a good time. It might be playable, but it's going to be a massive grindy grind for you. You're that person, you're thinking, how the hell do I make friends? How do I go in? I know you can just go into the Discord and then you're just faced with a bunch of Discord invites. Like, hey, join our grill. Join our guild. Or a combination between hardcore and casual with a mix of PvX, PvP, and PvE. And then they're all just carbon copies of themselves. Like, how do you decide? When do you know? Who do you know to choose?
As you all know,
what archetype are you planning to play? Ultimately, like, down the line, I know this is like a long way away, but I think I want to be Necromancer. Just because Necromancers are the best. That is such like a basic bitch answer. But yeah, that's my end goal. In 7 years' time. Just try one out. It feels like it fits. Yeah, that's the right answer. You're not wrong. Yeah, I wonder how intimidating that is for people though.
Intrepid got the DDoS attacks, and unfortunately, most people were
My
not.
big problem is just like how the hell do I choose between them? Also, people being like, I don't know how to like advertise myself to new players. But like, I'm not going to fuck up your raid. Promise. Either just try one and see if it's a good fit, or how it always works for you was meeting people in game, seeing if you vibed with them, and finding out if their guild was taking new people. Yeah, I think what I was probably gonna go with is find like a party in game and be like, room for one more, and then see if they're cool or not. Hey, Hagop, thanks for the follow. Summoner Cleric, yes, that's the necro. I love summoners in any games as well, but add a necromancer to that as well. Yes, it depends what the subclasses archetypes are. Like how much do they affect? They've got to have a massive impact on how it actually plays. Just because you can't have a class called Necromancer and not have it have standard necromancy things. Like, it can't just be like, I summoned Spider, but it's got a little bit of purple around it because it's necro. Lithoria, that's the other thing. What realm do you go in? What world? How do you choose? I feel like I need a guide for just playing the game. I just overthink things. It has to have some sort of dead involved, like the entire, like, summoner. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I haven't looked that much into it. Is it gonna be like Final Fantasy Summoner, where it's like, hey, I'm casting a lightning spell, but instead of it being a massive ball that's just creeping towards the enemy, it's going to be like a massive golem that's creeping towards the enemy and then disappears? Or will it be, hey, you've just summoned a sprite for 30 seconds that acts as a pet for a bit? Your bare minimum is don't be toxic. Yeah. I wonder how much toxicity this game is going to bring out in people. Just for, like, people are going to do stuff to spite people. And people are going to game the game. In as much as there'll be two mayors, two metropolises, and they're like warring and hating on each other just because it's funny. And then one person goes in and does the whole spy thing that some people have been advertising that's going to happen. And then they're going to ruin everything for that node. And then they'll be like, hey, bro, I was building a node here, and now you've just taken it down. And there's going to be like a lot of spite there. And the drama. So much drama! But that's really why we're here, isn't it? And I say, like, I wonder how much toxicity is going to come out of it. But also, that's some of the fun. That's some of the fun, right? Just don't take it too seriously. Remember, it's a game. I played a lot of Dead by Daylight. If any of you have played Dead by Daylight, you know also what toxicity feels like every single game. It's all content. Drama and toxic is not the same. I think it's perspective. Some people will be like, hey, it's just a game, bro. And then other people will interpret that as them griefing or them being toxic, when actually they're just doing something that maybe you hadn't anticipated or that you're not willing to do yourself. You caused your fair share of MMO drama? Really, really? Motive was evil? I don't know. Can you have an evil motive in a game? There's not like targeted attacking. I think that is like actually harassing and attacking individuals. I think that is actually evil. There can be good drama. There could be good drama. There will be people that meet in this game, form a relationship, and then get married in this game. That is going to happen. And it's going to be beautiful. A beautiful ceremony. And there are going to be people that are going to try and ruin it. But that's all part of the game, right? It's why we're here.
not able to play for the majority of the day. I was lucky enough to get in before those attacks, and I got about 4 hours in that I ran around crafting and just gathering things.
Oh, anyone that did play, how was the crafting or processing? Did you get into any of that at all? And there were people getting divorced over this game. Yeah, 100%. I haven't seen you for 3 weeks. Oh, I hope that's not me. Uh-oh. One of your arena buddies from WoW randomly ended up living a couple of towns down from you. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, it's just going to be endless toxicity. There's going to be some evilness going on, 100%. Like, that's just unavoidable. It's not going to be the majority, though. We can all agree on that. We're just here to have fun. Fun, quote unquote. We play LOL to have fun, right? We play League. Quite simple and easy to understand. Good. Good. When you say it's quite easy and understand, is it basic? Is it involved? I swear I was listening to someone that said that they looked at it and was like, I don't understand any of this, and then took a step back. Maybe they just didn't read what they needed to do. It's not just like click button, click, create. You can go 21 hours a day now? What? 3 hours sleep? How? How do you do this? How does one learn this power? Leroy Jenkins toxic. Is? I don't know. I don't think that's toxic. I think that's just funny. I think we can all appreciate retrospectively that was hilarious. May have not been hilarious at the time, but it was hilarious. Also staged, but mostly hilarious. The kind of thing that you love about 10 or 20 years later, yeah. Yeah, I get you. Oh, okay. Maybe it was something else, like a different system that they were saying was overcomplicated. I pissed you off at the time. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, just make sure that you're spending the rest of your time with your loved ones and you're not just entirely spending it on this. Like, I'm definitely not going to.
And all that stuff until my game crashed and then I couldn't get back in, which is unfortunate.
Oh, and how are the crashes for you guys? Were they frequent? Did you get good RNG? I've heard a wide range of different answers, so people saying that they've been getting them like consistently over and over again. And others said that they got 1 or 2 the entire weekend. Crafting was confusing for people at first because leveling and progressing was not very explained. The actual crafting portion is very straightforward though. Oh, okay, fair enough. Sounds good. I like a little bit of crafting, me. Is that what you call animal husbandry as well? Is that processing? It's processes, isn't it? Do you craft a baby? What happens when you smush them together? I'm gonna have the worst farm ever. Stop smushing them together. It's not how you make babies. How are you a dad? Do it properly. Loved ones need to level up so they meet guild requirements. True. They've only got themselves to blame. I would love that. You see those videos and those shorts on your feed where it's like a little family. It's got like the mum, the dad, and the kid, like all facing away from each other, but all playing their own games. They're playing together, okay? People will look at that and be like, what? You're like not spending any time with each other. It's like, I would love that. I would love nothing more than me to sit down and play a game with the rest playing their own games. Like that's my idea of heaven, I think. Got in the first night, nice. Then crashed, not so nice. Then didn't get back in, even worse. No crashes on the second day. People were saying that the second day was worse, right? That the first day was the best. Like, network stability wise. Oh yeah, and then the DDoS. And then the DDoS happened. I'm gonna say something, okay? I'm gonna say something. And I'm sorry if this comes out wrong, but don't get angry at me, okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't come at me. Is it good that it happened on the first weekend so they can work on it? Because if it happened later on, while other things are happening as well, and maybe get to like phase 3 and they're throwing all these different things in, they get a massive wide range of new people coming in. Is it best that it happened on that first weekend? At the, on the last day, they gave you a couple of days to play. That they properly stress tested. Sometimes sit on the PS5 in the living room. Your missus will sit and play her Switch. The issue is that my missus is a mobile gamer. And I appreciate, each to their own, and, you can call yourself whatever you want. But mobile gamers is just, you're just playing on your phone. I'm sorry. You're just playing on your phone. Well, the games that she's playing, like, she's not playing anything good. She's playing, like, whatever the Candy Crush is, Match 3. Super Auto Pets. Actually, that is one game that I do appreciate her playing. Doing your own thing, but spending time together. Yes, that is 100% a thing. Parallel play. I've never heard of that before, but yes. Parallel play. You are correct. You don't want your kids playing video games at 21 and 22. Didn't start until you had a career in a house. Oh, MMOs? Maybe not MMOs. I was like, in general? Are you saying we're not allowed to play like some Mario Kart on like the weekends? MMOs, you might sway me there. You might be right. MMOs are like time consuming. In some ways, it's great data for them, the DDoS. Probably additional expense and takes time from other things, but it's something they'll need to figure out eventually. Yes! Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, not sorry. Mobile games are hardly games. I didn't say it. You said it. You said it. Why MMOs? Kids, adults could get addicted to any type of genre of game. You're right. You're right. You're not wrong. Jet, you're not wrong. I was heavily addicted to Halo 3. Like, I had a problem. Like, as soon as I'd come in from school, like, I would be on Lone Wolves non-stop. Yeah, I don't know. You're right. As soon as you have some kids, they're doing farming for you while you're at work. Like, I don't know if you're an actual, like, are you a farmer? Do you work in a barn? Like, are you putting them into the fields? Or do you mean farming for, MMO farming? Farming in the game. Gotcha. So this is something that honestly, opening up here, I've got a child myself. She's 14, 15 months old now. I am honestly wondering how I'm going to approach video games with her. I would love nothing more than for us to play video games together, but also I understand that games have taken time away from other things that I could have done. So I don't know what to do. Within moderation's a key. That's like such the right answer, but also not satisfying. COD sniping and get into phase and then retire for the month. Yes! Louis, you're right. That's exactly what I need to do. Shut up, ad. No one wants you. No one wants a 30-second ad. Your game drives your ex nuts. It's a hard thing. Like, my family do not get it. No one in my family understands. Seriously. Like, my auntie and her family, like, I think they understand it a bit more than the rest, because they'll play, like, Minecraft together, and I think that's kind of cool. Like, you could play Monopoly together. Why not play Minecraft together? I mean, do you know how long a game of Risk takes? Like, just build a dirt house with them. But the rest of them just do not understand. Like, I remember my granddad coming in one day, and I was playing Halo. I remember it so vividly. It was Halo. It was Big Team Battle. It was on Sandtrap. And my granddad came in and then started to take some interest in what I was doing. And he was like, oh, so what we're doing here then? He's from the north, so I'll do an accent for him. Like, oh, what's all this? What is all this shooting about, love? He doesn't say love, but I just added that myself. And he was like, oh yeah, tell me the story. And then I started telling him the story, and I was like, you don't care? Like, I know you don't care. You just want to, like, gauge, like, what's happening. Like, where am I in my life? Am I okay? Set aside time for reading at bedtimes. She loves to read. Yeah, my little one. Absolutely loves to read. She is such a talker as well. She does not stop talking. It's perfect. Oh, it's so lucky with her. We've been so lucky with her. Like, sleep has been, like, almost a non-issue. But yeah, I think we're doing, like, touch wood, we're doing okay. See, I'm just looking forward to all that interaction. I think it doesn't really matter. I guess it's harder to get addicted to a board game, right? But I completely understand video game addiction. IRL. It's just psychology. Psychology is hard. It's hard to play around as well. Because me and my mum, you guys, I don't know why we're talking about Ashes of Creation. How have we got onto talking about my mum? So me and my mum are, like, polar opposites. So my nan and granddad, like, very, you know, proper grandparenty people who have grandparenty views. They're kind of modern, but they're very, like, straight and narrow. My mum absolutely rebelled against that, and she was, like, out, like, all night, like, partying, like having fun, like doing stuff. And then there was me just being like, nah, I'm alright. I don't want to do that. That sounds exhausting. Your oldest vapes, and you just found out. Vapes, that's another thing. What's it gonna be by the time, like, my kid's, like, 20? She's like, are you downloading viruses into your RAM software, brain? Neuralink. It's like, no. You sure? You keep logging off.
It's sad that people do that stuff, and I mean, I'm sure Intrepid it's gonna help them in some unfortunate way learn and figure out how to better defend these things in the future, but it still sucks to see. But overall, I am having a blast playing Alpha 2. I think it is, again, it is an alpha. It is a very raw state that's not...
You had a party phase. You'd be playing WoW during a party. I remember a massive house party that I went to, and it was the first time... Why does everything always come back to Halo with me? It was the first time I ever played Halo, and it was Halo 2 I played. And everyone was like downstairs doing stuff, and I was like, this game is awesome! Ah, good times. I knew how to party. I was up there warting.
Not content complete, but going in there and playing with friends and playing with the guild has been a very good time, and just messing around and seeing the world and progressing through this, and I ended up hitting level...
You gotta hit some good RNG to find like a good set of people, right? Like people that have the same goals as you and stuff like that. Whoa! Hey Jet,
like
thanks for the
halfway as
follow.
well.
Appreciate you, bud.
It's been a very...
Hey Trent Tucker, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, bud. Shut up.
Fun. I've really enjoyed it. A few things to note. I think combat feels really good. Tab targeting, I like it, especially for this early alpha state. I know a lot of people don't like tab targeting, but I mean, it really is a tab target game. The action camera, in my opinion, sucks.
I don't suppose so, but did anyone play the Ashes of Creation, so Apocalypse? The Battle Royale type Ashes? Because that was a different game. That was completely a different game.
Action camera isn't really worth using. The soft lock is a little janky and doesn't seem to work half the time, or I'm just haven't figured it out. I think tab targets
The scam before the scam. Yeah. How many scams deep are we? Scamception.
And I think it feels good. As I've said before, team up in groups. Groups are the biggest thing. Obviously, this is not the content portion of Alpha 2. This is meant for stability and server performance, and the content stuff is going to come more.
Okay, so my feeling about this Alpha 2, what's come out so far, is this is not the product that they're holding on to right now. This is a previous build, or this is a build set up for testing, set up for stability and network issues and not very good anti-DDoSing protocols. I'm not sure I don't know, how do I say this without annoying everyone? I feel that everyone who says that it looks shit, that the systems aren't in place, that the classes aren't balanced, any of that stuff, like, I just immediately disregard it. Is that wrong? Can't wait to get back this weekend. Super degen mode? Yeah. Oh, this is actually perfect. Like, you can be super degen over the weekend, and then the weekdays be like the best family member, the best friend to people. Just be like, okay, just so you know, you're getting all this time with me because I will not exist over the weekend. Madden was big in your college. Missed quite a few classes. For me, it was Halo and watching all of Naruto, including the filler episodes. Yep. Professional during the week, degen on the weekend. That's what the weekends were made for, right?
phase 2, so I can't wait to see how that builds up and see how much of this world gets filled up and how much there actually is to do outside of just grinding. I've said
Am I just naive? Am I just naive? And I think that more is coming and that some of the criticism just can be waved off because in a few months' time or however long, we'll see what the actual state of the game is. There are areas in the biome that people were saying was like completely empty. There could have been anything there. They could have just removed it because they don't want you to interact with that thing. They might have plans for that area, right?
before, and I'm hoping Trevor's heard this feedback. I'm gonna make a forum post about it at some point. But commission XP and
I don't know.
Quest XP.
I've not even played the game.
Well, and they're not worth doing. Even just going out and
So many
exploring, like,
horses!
I'm not doing this commission.
So many
I did some node
horses!
work. They're not worth doing.
So looking at breeding all of them. So many breeds. So many horses. So many mangled bodies as I try and fit two species together. If not, the Riverlands needs some sort of spark, a more aliveness to it. Yeah. If it needs flavor, if it needs something, is that something that they can easily add? I know that people say that it's been in development for 8 years. But have they created in that time systems in which to build the game in Unreal Engine 5 that makes it easier for them to build all the other biomes? Because I'm not convinced that this is all they've done. They've just created the Riverlands and like a bit of the desert, right? What they've probably done is built up a framework. So like, this is how we build a biome. This is like the different systems and the different node systems that we want to implement. And this is how we're going to decorate. This is how we're going to add story. This is going to be lore appropriate. And then build a biome using all of that stuff. So it's not like this is the only thing they've done in the past 8 years. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Narc actually made a really good comment about the look of the Riverlands the other day. What was the point? Watching Ash's content. I'm in the same boat. I am in the same boat. It's just, as long as there's content at the moment, I'm happy.
Even just going out and exploring, like, I'm not doing these commissions. I did some node work orders because those help the nodes and you get node currency for them, which you can buy gear for. And that's a little bit more rewarding to me than like the basic commissions that reward gold and very little XP. Just sending you.
Oh my goodness, we've not even talked about fast travel. That's a whole thing I want to talk about. Let's not talk about that now though. Is it soon? Is it soon? It's not soon enough. That's literally next month. That could not be further away.
You out in the world to kill things. So hopefully we see those bumped up a little bit or more polished.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do between now and then? I can't do anything except for watch Ash's content. Other people enjoying the game. I'm not even watching people enjoy the game. I'm watching people reacting to how they felt when they played the game. That's it. I've got a legend in my chat. I'm sorry, I don't know a lot of Ash's content creators or legends. Planendorf, hi. Hi, legend. I don't know how do I greet a legend? I need to work out this streaming thing better. Just play it cool. Just play it cool. Shut up. Play it cool. Sir.
Down the road that have better rewards to make them worth doing, I guess is the way to say. And I imagine they'll be more locked in once, you know, more of the systems come online.
Did I do it? Literally on screen now. What? Wait, what? Like, what, in the chat now? No way. No way. Really? You're kidding me. That's so funny. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I?
Janky and doesn't seem to work half the time, or I'm just...
Look at the... Oh, in the party? See the bird? Oh, you're in... Wait, you're in this group?
Haven't figured it out. I think Tab Turtle...
Why are you terrible? Be HD.
It's the way to go, and I think it feels good. As I've said before...
You ruined it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a party frame, not the raid frame. Oh, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Wow. A legend. A literal legend.
Team up in groups. Groups are the biggest thing. Obviously, this is not the content portion of Alpha 2. This is meant for stability and server performance, and the content stuff is going to come more in
Well,
phase
I'm just going to be constantly looking out for your name now, wherever I go.
2. So I can't wait to see how that builds up and see how much of this world gets filled up and how much there actually is to do outside of just grinding. I've said before, and I'm hoping Shepard's heard this feedback, I'm going to make a forum post about it at some point, but commission XP and quest XP is terrible and they're not worth doing. Even just going out and exploring, like I'm not doing these commissions. I did some node work orders because those help the nodes and you get node currency for them, which you can buy gear for, and that's a little bit more rewarding to me than like the basic commissions that reward gold and very little XP, just sending you out in the world to kill things. So hopefully we see those bumped up a little bit, or more polished down the road that have better rewards to make them worth.
More polished down the road? Could it be done? Could it be done from an Alpha 2? There, did I miss it again?
Doing, I guess.
Found him! I found him! No way! It's crazy. You do yappy a lot. You're yapping on screen right now. Amazing.
In once, you know, more of the systems come online and you have story
Planet
arcs
off
and
right
you have
there.
events and you have these commissions that lead you into these story arcs and events. I think that's really when they're going to shine a bit more than they do now.
Oh, you've got a job offer. You start next week. That's like the best and worst time. Like exactly when you need it, exactly when you don't need it. Congrats.
Crafting is an absolute friggin' drag. I mean, I
Look at him,
enjoy
look at him
it.
go.
I'm
It's
having
right
fun
there.
running
Everyone,
around
shut
the
up. Look right there.
but there is so much
What? And a GM.
to crafting, and you really need multiple people to do it efficiently. You need a guild, or you need friends, and you need to divide up.
I'm gonna like pin a comment of his. Look.
Alright, these are the professions we're doing. This is what I'm gonna do. I spent most of the day on Sunday during the DDoS attacks crafting because none of my friends could get in, and we were gonna try to do a caravan run. We might try that later.
So what was happening with the DDoS? I didn't know that people were still in there. I thought it just like crashed the servers and they turned it off. Remember, this is alpha. Is it though? Is it? Right, so I've been thinking about this. So I'm not convinced this is an alpha. I think, now again, I've not been playing the game whatsoever. I've just been watching other people play or listening to people's reviews of what they felt when they played. From what half of those people are saying, this is the game. So actually the game is Ashes of Creation Alpha 2. Okay? There was previously a game called Ashes of Creation Alpha that no one knows about. And this is the sequel. And this is the release. And it's very awkward because you can only play during the weekends. So I don't know what they're playing at. It's the weirdest scam ever. RP is a dead dwarf. Starting a new job today is better than in a year. Yeah, 100%. It's just funny how things work out, right?
Hopefully.
Producer of tech, art, and lighting. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Cool. Oh, I should have wore a tie. Hi, how's it going? Changes to halls of jurisdiction. God, now I need to be like... Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry. Penguin, don't bring that up again. Sorry for this, the scam comments. I'm so terrible. I'm the worst. It was a joke. JK. Yeah, they've already gone. It's okay.
If the servers come back up, but we will have to wait and see.
They've already gone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having a blast. I can't wait to see how this alpha progresses.
In a video game. Yeah, in Minecraft. It's a scam in Minecraft.
And November 8th, when they bring in even more players into the world, like, the worlds already feel full. It's very nice to step into this world and see players running around. They're not separated by grids or servers.
You're old enough to know not to take off work for the release night of a game. You just take off the entire week. Probably not for, like, a first job, like your first week in a job. Don't take holiday for a game. I mean, do take a holiday for a game. Do.
Every person in this server is visible if you are near them, and it's a really nice feeling, and it gives you that more of that old school feeling that we don't really get necessarily with MMO today. And I think Intrepid is very much on the right track with this build. Obviously, there are the concerns that, well, it's been 8 years and all that. Well, I mean, yeah, it's been a long time, but I think we're going to start to see things speed up once they get these servers stable.
Yeah, this was... Optically, is that the right way of saying it? Optically, this was its first outing, where everyone was just having a little play, getting into it, testing the network. Like, the map's not even, like, completely out there yet. Eight hours of login, yeah, absolute craziness. So what was the... Oh, there was a logging in issue, wasn't there? Where you'd be stuck at 1 just forever, and that you need to log out and go back in again? Would I be one of the people brave enough to come out and try that? I don't know. Probably not. During that pre-alpha test, having trouble getting Easy Anti-Cheat installed, some random person messaged you. It was like, here, try this, after you attempting to troubleshoot the issue for 8 freaking hours. Yikes. And I was like, okay. Well, it ended up working, and I messaged him and was like, you son of a bitch, you fixed it. Great, awesome. I'll shoot the fix over and get the launch updated. And I was like, oh, what? They were a dev? They pulled off the mask and they were a dev the entire time. Madness. it was like, sorry I called you a bitch. Sorry I was joking and saying that your game was a scam. It's just I was trying to be edgy, okay? I was trying to be edgy. I hear it's good to stream edgy content. Or do I think it's a scam? And I'm just pretending not to. Old and thinking EQ expansions. Nothing ever went as planned. Oh, it's the same place as like my work. I'm like, hey, we've got these massive fixes going in. And there's me thinking, great, well, there's like 3 weeks down the toilet then. Can't get mad at something like that. Cool. Good. Super helpful undercover Intrepid stuff. Hey, do we still think that they're all evil and that it's all a scam and that they're just out there to steal our girlfriends? I don't think so. I haven't seen any evidence. Just wanted the cool kids to like me, I know. I just wanted the cool edgy kids. I'm an edgelord at heart. Intrepid team has been great. Whatever I say now is just going to sound disingenuous, isn't it? Planendorf, we love the work you put in. Wait, how do I be sincere? I've forgotten how to be sincere. Good work. Thumbs up. Don't be patronizing. Okay, just play the video. You're digging yourself a grave here. Legitimately good at their job. It's nice that they seem to care, right? Feel like they derailed this so hard. No, it's okay. I was bringing up my mum earlier, so yeah. This entire stream has been derailed.
And I really hope that that content really just starts to flow in, because I mean the phase 2 roadmap's no joke. It's like it's the majority of the desert biome bringing on quests and story arcs and commissions within those zones.
What? I heard the producer for Tech Art deadlifted a crashed train off a pregnant woman once. Truly unbelievable. Because this is the internet, I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to laugh at that, because they'll be like, oh no, here's the article. And I'll read it. I was like, oh shit, I actually did. Cool. It's true. Actually true? You saw it? I don't. What? Really? Are we joking? Are we trolling? You saw it from an angle?
With the tropics, they're going to bring in basically 2 biomes worth of content in phase 2. They're going to bring in 2 additional biomes along with naval content in phase 3, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. So content in phase 2. They're going to bring in 2 additional biomes along with naval content in phase 3.
Naval content. Yum, 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 yum. In my tummy. It's true. You were the train. What?
A whole bunch of other stuff. So I think really this is just the beginning, and once we hit December,
I've told you, please stop attacking pregnant women. Please. I don't know why it's your kink. I don't know what got you into it. Just stop doing it. It's not healthy, Penguin. We need an intervention.
They're really gonna start to feel good, and things are really going to start to come together as we see this MMO that we've all been waiting to play for years now come to life. And
I would say if I had played for 2 days a game that I've been looking forward to for quite some time,
that we've all been
would I say this? I don't know.
Additional biomes along with naval content in phase 3, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. So I think really this is just the beginning, and once we hit December, things are really gonna start to feel good.
I don't know. I've obviously, again, not played it. But is he saying it doesn't feel good at the moment? I know it like there's a bunch of things coming up, but you're not even gonna expect to get all of the content in during an entire weekend. Like how you gonna experience like the node system, raids, naval combat, like all of that stuff, like even in the first week, even in like the first few weekends, right? I don't know. I think it probably feels good now.
And things are really
and I would say what's particularly very impressive about it is the lighting and tech art. I would say. Just IMO. I've not played it, but I would say lighting and tech art, chef's kiss.
Start to come together as we see this MMO that we've all been waiting to play for years now come to life, and I can't wait for it. It's gonna be so good, and I hope you guys who were testing, you got in, you enjoyed it, you had a lot of fun. I know, again, as I've said, I have had a blast, even amid all the server issues, which, I mean, they were expected. I mean, I've been saying for weeks now that I don't think
server issues were expected. Yes. Say it louder for the people in the back. The funds are being routed now. Thank you. £10 Amazon gift card. Yes.
servers are going to hold up.
I sold my soul. I went too low. I should have gone for more.
Honestly, they held up so much better than I imagined they were going to with this many people. Yes, a lot of people did not get in on that first day, unfortunately, because there's that lion hold bottleneck, but the people who did, the world...
Oh yeah, the lion hold bottleneck. That's not going to be an issue next time, is it? because people won't be spawning in Lionhold. Yeah, so more people would be able to just get in easily.
Felt good. Once you got out of that starting area and you spread out, it felt good. It felt like things were coming together, and Intrepid brought up the PTR on Saturday. They pushed the build up to it. They figured out
I
what...
still think that's kind of funny that no one could get in because there was just a bottleneck of people at the portal and no one could get through. It's like, excuse me, can you all like move forward, please? It's like trying to get off a train.
Causing these performance issues, these server issues, and they're about to push that build out until they had these DDoS attacks, so I imagine that'll come up at some point tonight after I record this video, or maybe they even extend the test for another day because of all this is happening, but we will have to wait and find out. If you've been playing, let me know your comments down below. What are your
Well,
first thoughts?
I've not been, unfortunately.
Are you enjoying it? Is it not what you expected? Let me know all of that stuff. I can't wait to make more videos surrounding Alpha 2. I've got a lot of stuff planned, and I mean, I've got a lot of fun shorts too that I'm gonna upload to the channel. Jump in and let me know, even if you didn't play it or you're...
Can you block with your body? I think there is collision. There is collision. There were people who were like trapped in a group of people, in a crowd, and they couldn't get out. And they were trying to unstuck themselves, but it wouldn't work. So the only way that they knew how to undo it was like start killing people. Can you block with your body an exit? You can if you're a horse. What? I don't understand. Way over my head. Make people kill you to get out? Yeah, or just cleave a path. Just corrupt yourself. Might have to fix that. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the many bug reports they got right. Think of Conan. I've not seen it. Blocking spells. Oh, his horse kept on eating spells. Right, gotcha. Yeah. Mounts can die. Don't get attached. They can respawn, though.
Play on November
After
8th.
some time. Block an entrance, make the party attack you to get out. I don't know, there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that maybe no one's considered until it happens. This is why having... Again, don't come at me. Like I'm just an innocent young little Ziglodon. I don't want anyone to come at me, okay? This isn't directed at anyone or against anyone. But sometimes people, like in a testing situation, in a testing environment, such as an Alpha 2, you want people, I would assume, to be little dicks about it, right? You want the griefers, you want the exploiters, you want everything to come out so that it can be addressed before it comes out. But, well, yeah, before it comes out to even more people. You want people to learn how to do that thing that he was when they like basically shackled Stark.
Up with Vladis.
Where is it? This here.
Are you gonna do it?
Do it.
Make sure your flag roar.
Yeah,
Did you go? Did you go turn it in, Wagsy?
Look at man. I chained him and he stuck to me like a mom.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
See? You want things like this to happen before it comes out to more people, or before it's further on down the line and people are like, oh, this is an Alpha 16. Like, how do you still have this stuff happening? Without a doubt, you agree. Thank you. I want to be able to see all the types of reactions, because these are some of the same reactions that people will have when they actually do play the game for the first time on release. Yeah, definitely. I hope we never fix this back. I completely agree. This is a feature, right? This is how you get your anyone that's an AFKer has like written a non-verbal agreement that they're happy to be someone's pet, right? Happened in Conan when your guild leader had a real life emergency and blocked you in. Oh no, oh no. Like, I don't know anything. I've not played the game, as I've said many a time. But I have heard that actually Intrepid are pretty good at reacting to things pretty fast. Perfect example for this is Soda Poppin's rage quit with the game. I think it was a little harsh. And he went, if you understand you're playing an alpha, you just know that he wasn't wrong either. But again, it's an alpha. But also, it's... I know. I think everyone has to deal with... what is it called? I need more coffee. My monsters run out. It's cognitive dissonance when you've got like two opposing thoughts. So one thought is, it's just an alpha, bruh. And then the other thought is like, no, this needs to change. Like, you can't have this going on. Like, the network's rubbish. Like, what's going on with the queue system? Why am I stuck at 1 for 8 hours? It's like, just like, which side do I take? I just look at both and be like, I don't know, I'm just happy here. I just want to play the game. I don't care. I just want to go around and do the stuff that I saw people do last weekend. Maybe without the DDoSing and the disconnects, but people were having fun. Guess what? I want to have some fun. Am I wrong? Soda Poppin'. I've heard of it. I've not seen of it. Maybe that will be after this one. Yeah, I'll have a look. Well, it's criticism overall. Oh no. Alpha scam, am I right? Oh no. Penguin, don't make me ban you to the YouTube realm. Gonna bounce. Hey, no, thank you for hanging out. It's been amazing. You and your team doing amazing work. And we all appreciate it. So thanks for chilling. Thanks for killing. Everyone said one thing, they all wanted more. Yeah, that's the difficulty, right? Not watched this much streams in years. What, Ashes of Creation streams? They are good. They are addictive. So yes. I want to see the soda pop off.
What are your first thoughts? Are you enjoying it? Is it not?
But is he wrong?
You expected? Let me know all of that
I don't
stuff.
know. I think the points are fair and need to be brought up. They have a chance to fix problems, but depends how you say it and what your expectations are. You need low expectations. Do you though? Can you just have high expectations? It's difficult because there's no, like, I'm not a developer at all in any sense of the word. So I don't know what motivation I need. I don't know if they want people to say stuff that's obvious and be like, actually, the texture here is wrong. Actually, like, the fact that 2 of the classes aren't out is ridiculous. Like, that stuff we know, right? Can that just be, like, put to the side? What do they want? Maybe that's something that we need to say, like I'm anything. We need, right? Okay, I'm saying it here. We need Intrepid. They already do this to tell us what they they want, right? They're like, just tell us bug fixes. Tell us bug fixes, give us a feedback. Jobs are good, right? Soda clip starts here. There's no the links are not allowed. I'll find it in a sec.
Stuff. I can't wait to make more videos surrounding Alpha 2. I've got a lot of stuff planned, and I mean, I've got a lot of fun shorts too that I'm gonna upload to the channel. Jump in and let me know.
How fun
even
are
if
the
you
shorts?
didn't
How
play
short
it
are
or
they?
You're about to play on November 8th. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments.
Maybe the difficulty is that a lot of people want to give criticism or feedback, but they're not sure what feedback is helpful or useful, because this isn't the finished game. This isn't the intended game. They might be holding back some features, some systems, still working on some systems. So, I don't know. Search Ashes for Creation best highlights and funny moments 1 on YouTube. Starts at 111, but do your thing, bro. Yeah, I'll think for me, personally, I'll watch the last 40 seconds or whatever of this video. That's just me.
I will try to answer as many as I can, as I have been doing over this past week, and I mean, honestly, I'm hyped. Like, I really wish I could get back in the game right now, but these servers aren't working, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Trevor's working really hard to fix
November
that,
8 privilege there. Did everyone notice that?
and hopefully they get a solution real soon. But yeah, drop those comments down below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for a lot more to come.
He said. Ashes of Creation. Best highlights. Funny moments. This one here. Ashes of Creation. Yeah, best highlights.
I'm just gonna go follow these guys.
I just love working on my cardio on this invisible treadmill. It will benefit my journey to becoming
Amazing.
a Grand Marshal.
Actually, perfect. How much does he commit to this? Oh my god, I would have so much respect if he just spent the entire stream doing that. I know he's probably got like other things to do, but looks different than the videos they show. True. They're not wrong. They are not wrong.
Peak gaming.
But the tech art and the lighting just hits different.
Sorry, I had to snap out of it.
Brilliant.
Thanks. I was getting carried away. Thanks.
Why does American games have the ugliest character models?
The f you say, you little oh my god! Hey!
Amazing.
I'm dead,
He just asserted his dominance.
Stingray! The dead ex-
T-posing to victory.
Say to me, you little
Oh, good. That's
It's
perfect
character
timing as well.
models.
Hoja.
The f you say to me, you little oh my god, what the f hey!
I love it.
I'm
It's
dead,
like, what's he
Stingray!
doing? I don't know.
Stingray! The dead ex-
And then they just went into legs. This, they just deleted the torso.
Stingray! The dead ex-
Stingray can't help you now. Amazing.
If anybody ever asks what it's like to start a
So
new,
this is the soda poppin'.
early access MMO, show them this clip. Read,
Is he a 2 near? I'm just a 1 near. Maybe I should move up to 2 near. Is that the secret to success? to streaming success. Just get both knees out. I need to get both legs out. This is... How's he doing it? He's going the other way. It doesn't make sense for me. There we go. Cool. Cool. I'm successful now. Let's go. I hate it.
have read. I visited the Ember Spring.
I visited the Ember Spring. I should return to an official. An official what?
Should return to an official. Where the fuck is an official? I don't fucking know. Deliver cargo to the storage clerk at any crossroads or higher level node. I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no-
It's not funny, but it also is funny. It's not funny for him. I know exactly how he feels. I've experienced that in so many games. So many games. But also it's funny because like the node system is one of like the biggest attractions in this game.
no fucking idea. I don't know what any of these icons on the minimap are. I thought these books
They're trades manager.
requests. They're not. Then I thought these silver boxes were
That's an independent. He should just read. I'm joking. I'm joking. Love you, Poppin.
They're not.
Papa Poppin.
I don't know what the fuck they are. There's no, I don't know what the fuck to do. I look at the map, I look for little highlighted yellow circles. I found when I did it, now they're gone. Now what? I don't know what the fuck's happening. And I don't know if it's me or if the game's just fucking desyncing. I got no clue.
Can't read his chat, but was the issue was he just needed to read? Was that it? Or was there not actually adequate explanation? Did anyone else have a similar issue? Might need to grab a quick coffee in a second. Oh, it's a map issue. Oh, so when he was saying that things were disappearing, that was like a game issue, not a brain issue. You just knew what to do. Okay. I won't know what to do. I've just been like AFK watching people.
All right, so there is a splinter tree around here somewhere, sir.
So he didn't know what. Wait, was that him rage quitting right there? Did he just leave there? Is that it? There's no like him flipping the table, storming off. He went offline. Okay. Just ended the stream. We've all been there. We've all been there. Especially when... Okay, right. So, just using powers of empathy, imagine sitting there, struggling to find out where the hell you're going, and having people in chat just spam, just read. You just need to read. You just need to read. Just need to read. I am reading! What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? He was like, okay, I'm done. Okay. Well, fair enough. It was awesome. It's an alpha. Is it, though? Is it alpha? Or is the game called Ashes of Creation Alpha 2? And it's released. And it's only available on the weekends. We don't know. We don't know. We don't have the answers. Won't know until November 8th.
Splinter tree around here somewhere, sir. This guy's just chilling out. How we doing?
Not very well. For those that did play, I didn't ask, what races did you choose? Asked about the classes, what races did you go for?
Apparently he's not doing good.
No.
Apparently he's not doing
He's having a
good,
bad
huh?
day.
What I will say is some of the abilities and spells and some of the FX and animations look great. My
Yeah.
key doesn't kick in until November 8th, but it looks like
Just
it
like me.
feels good, if that makes sense.
You don't even remember what race you are. That doesn't compute with my tiny brain, with my smooth brain. How did you not spend at least 3 hours crafting your specific character and then going over it over and over again Like it's the last decision you'll ever make. They just looked all kind of fugly. I think I'm gonna go for the female orc. They look kind of cool. You don't identify race. Imperial cleric, a classic. A classic. Isn't finished yet. Yeah, I would still be there. Just there's a bit of character creation. There was a little bit, wasn't there? I remember the silly faces. I saw some silly faces. Will be a dwarf, but not until launch. If I'm going like end goal necromancer, probably something like an orc, unless like there's a specific race that's more aligned to necromancy. But I don't know. That's something else that I'm super excited about. It's like getting into the lore of the game, because at the moment I've been trying to stay away from the majority of it because I want to experience it with the NPC dialogue. Just wanted to get in the game. True, you just get in, get out as soon as possible. You only got to level 3 because you were going around trying to find granite or something to mine. You swear to God, I couldn't find anything. Yikes! Was that like your first? Was that your first quest? Were you doing like mobs before? Go out and find some granite. Okay, where's the granite? Go out and find some granite. I guess like if you're in an area, if it's like near the very beginning, could the granite have already been mined and you were just like super unlucky? Tulnar will be very good, I think. I think Tulnar is very sexy. It's just in that starter area in Lionfoot. But wouldn't the ore be used up after you use it for a bit? Just like to craft. Oh, I love a craft. I love a bit of crafting me. It respawns quick. How quick? How quick is quick? On a scale of 1 to quick. It's not there.
It's that charged attack.
Oh, that freezes that.
It reminds me of playing Oblivion, where you, I think it was the cure for vampirism. They're like, you need to find this very particular flower. I was like, okay, cool. Where is it? You're out there in the wild, probably on the floor. I was like, okay, guess I'm just gonna stay as a vampire now. Just lurk in the darkness like real life. Every 5 seconds. Oh, is it that quick? Interesting. Trees you need to cut. Trees don't respawn that quickly though, do they?
Face. Yeah, this is sick.
How sick is it?
Oh, careful, Tom.
Here's the deal.
Sorry, I missed what happened there.
That's
I assume something that qualifies as either best or funny.
It's an animation.
Doing good.
What I will say is some of the abilities and spells and some of the FX and animations look great. My key doesn't kick in until November 8th, but it looks like it feels good, if that makes sense.
Mage and Bard, for me, look the best. The animations. Oh, what?
It's that charged attack.
oh, that freezes that in place. Yeah, this is sick.
Oh, careful, Tom.
Here's the deal.
Is it just that it froze the bear? Amazing.
Here's the deal.
Oh, amazing. Yes. Perfect. Straight into the ground.
Every alpha has bugs. Some of them can be annoying and game-breaking.
What the hell?
No way
Some
he's
of them-
getting this much perfect timing.
Every alpha has bugs.
What bugs? I don't see any bugs.
Some
Oh,
of
Jesus
them can be
Christ.
annoying and game-breaking.
Why is there a magic log?
So,
I just saw a giant hammer like.
Oh, was it a hammer? I thought it was a log.
Silly fun.
Oh, it's a drum.
Look at it! Look at it! I figured it out.
Just use that as your weapon. Amazing. It's so big. This fan is so big. How do you get it so large?
That's the seal twisting skill, dude.
Oh, I've seen this before. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. This is the clip that people refer to as the one mage clip that entices people over. Oh, hey, buddy. How's it going? Skadoosh. Scattered. And wah, wah, wah.
Fucking idiot.
Actually beautiful.
So,
Actually beautiful. Thanks in your guild. What?
Fucking idiot.
He seems like a nice guy. It was also funny to see almost no people. Then you take a step forward and you see a line of 20 people running in the same place. The wall of bodies. Yeah. What was great was, well, obviously watching people see the walls of bodies and then just be like, oh, that's probably fine. And then just walk straight through them. Be like, oh, I see where I've gone wrong here. I've made a dreadful mistake.
So, first impressions?
Fucking idiot.
So, first impressions?
Hey, Kalju, evening. How are you?
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely getting the hang of it. Like, just doing combat, like, this feels good. Like, it's very, very fun. I'm only level 4, and I'm, like, having, like, legit fun.
That's all.
In a video game? Is he doing it right? In an alpha?
So,
Having fun.
first impressions?
Crazy.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely getting the hang of it. Like, just doing combat, like, this feels good.
I think it's just the random notes that fly out. Remind me of that scene in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. When they have the music off. I really like that scene.
I'm only level 4, and I'm, like, having, like, legit fun.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, look at your action bar. You got 4 abilities, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine a full, what was it, 2 or 3 rows? It's 3 rows.
Crazy.
Actually, there's even more, I think. At, like, level 9. Level 4. Yeah, I mean, Jet, I think it's pretty good, man.
Just pop to see this game, might buy the alpha. The only thing that I can say about that is if you have the money, why not? Why not? You won't be able to get until November 8th, but not much time left. Yeah. If you can and you want to, do it. That's what I did. Have until Friday. That's 2 days away. So is it tomorrow or is it the 1st that they stop doing it? But I'm like super hype about November 8th rolling around.
Like the way the game feels is pretty good. Like I'm actually like enjoying this quite a bit.
Somebody's November 1 not available. Okay. So tomorrow is your last day. Last day to decide. Interesting. Seems like a arbitrary date, no? Is there a reason for that particular date?
So I'm in Discord, by the way. It's a little bit distracting. Well, actually, I'm not even on Discord. This is how hardcore.
Somebody didn't know Jay did on too. Hmm?
I'm in Discord, by the way. It's a little bit distracting.
Oh, Jay on. The video I'm watching. Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember what I'm doing.
I'm in Discord, by the way. It's a little bit distracting. Well, actually, I'm not even on Discord. This is how hardcore we are. We're on TeamSpeak.
Gross.
Thank you, download. Thank you, download. We're actually on TeamSpeak, okay?
Oh, I would rather uninstall the game.
I'm level 6 with
JNU suffered in New World. Suffered though. Is this one of these sufferings where you got like 700 hours into it? You're like, I think we're gonna put it down. This isn't the game for us. Vent is better than TeamSpeak. I'd never heard of Vent before. Might wait. Bad experience buying too early. It is literally an alpha at the moment, so I would watch as much content as possible from the last weekend when everyone was playing. I don't know what the state of the game's going to be in November 8th, but it's going to be the same, if not better than that. It's before TeamSpeak. Ventrilo? I've never heard of it. Never heard of it.
I'm in level 10 mobs in a
Oh yeah, and wipes. They said they what did they say? How did they word it? They worded it like, I don't want to do it. If we can avoid it, we will. But that just means that there'll be times that they can't avoid it, so they will.
a group of 16. The game is better than I expected. And me, I kind of like it.
Vent used to be big pre-2008. I was just in like Xbox Live lobbies at that time, probably.
In a way.
Garbage? Guys, really? Why are you guys so...
In a way. And me, I kind of like it. In a way.
Garbage? Guys, really? Why are you guys so... I don't feel like... Okay, maybe it's because my expectations were so much lower. This game doesn't feel like garbage. Does it really feel like garbage to you guys?
I'm gonna be honest, for alphas, like I've played way worse for alphas.
I mean, to be fair, though, this alpha is like a 9-12 year alpha.
Does it matter about how many years it's been in development for? Does it just matter about the stage that it's at now? So you could have a game that's been in development for like 30 years and just gone into alpha. It's not going to be 30 years worth of perfect development, like ready to be released anytime soon. It's like it's just hit its alpha. And there's people developing games like solo that have been going on for ages, right? It's okay, Lost Ark took 8. Games take time. Like, they're being honest with their development. This is an alpha. Has anyone that we know expressed any interest in the game? You're tempted. No. No one is. No one's tempted.
For my first 8 hours of playing, exploring and grinding in Ashes of Creation's Alpha 2 Phase 1, I thoroughly enjoyed my time, and in fact, it far surpassed my expectations. I had a lot of fun with the combat. It is very visible, even
Don't know if he's reading his own stuff or reading someone else's here.
This early state, and has a lot of potential for growth and improvement. The world is very large.
I bought it. Oh, I meant like people we know. I guess I do know you now, technically. He's reading his own script.
Much larger than I expected, and I have barely started exploring it. I am looking forward to more world polish as they improve the density of the content, which extends to gathering, resources, events, mob spawns, and quests.
Yeah.
My only critique is that the networking is quite unstable with the...
Why didn't they think, hey, you know what, guys? Let's test the network. Let's test the stability. Why don't we have some sort of networking test, just for like a weekend or something. I know it's not necessarily what he's critiquing here, but I've just heard it from other people so much. That is where the alpha is for. Exactly! You get it! You got me! But yeah, we know this. We know this. He knows this. They know that. You know this. Anyway, I'm gonna go and grab a drink because I am late thirsty. I'm gonna grab a coffee. Does anyone want anything? Just gonna play like default music. What's default music? What do people consider default music? Don't know. Anyway, see you in a sec.
Oculis fulgurantibus inimaginabile, serpentis caudet corvus rostrum, terrori nocturni nomen illutatur. Insomniis venit, vigiles perterescit, frenit organo, animas te turbat, sub luna silente cuncta pervagatur, od zigzag tenuis visio mentes captat. Silidon, silidon, che non tremit, silidon, fames non muci, silidon, terror fervet, silidon, omnes servet. Narraciones cantate in notte, legende secunde, in fole absente, exulant homines, siglido nefandi, tremunt terrementa, omni die fati, universa transversa, forma mutabile, abi memorabili, tempore vastum, capabile, quam satiatus, nunquam deficient, siglidon eterni verum, et falsum perime. Silidon, che non tremit, silidon, fames non muci, silidon, terror fervet, silidon, omnes servet. Narraciones cantate in notte, legende secunde, in fole absente, exulant homines, siglido nefandi, tremunt terrementa, omni die fati, universa transversa, forma mutabile, abi memorabili, tempore vastum, capabile, quam satiatus, nunquam deficient, siglidon eterni verum, et falsum perime. Silidon, che non tremit, silidon, fames non muci, silidon, terror fervet, silidon, omnes servet, silidon, che non tremit, silidon, fames non muci, silidon, terror fervet, silidon, omnes
Oh, hey. So that's where I left you. Ah. Need to balance PVX and economy. Economy? Need to balance getting the November 8ers in earlier. That's all I'm saying.
Promised
Is that my theme song? It may be. It may be some AI-generated Ziggledon themed, whatever you would call that music.
server meshing being delayed until phase 2 at least, and thus I am hopeful that they will focus their efforts on this. Alright, so stop fucking asking.
Good. Is he wrong? Is he wrong anywhere there? I don't think so. Let's go through that again. First phase is about server stability, etc. Not about how you want to be rich. Oh, again, we get to this point about, like, what feedback are we giving? Like, is all feedback equal? Like, yes, it's for stability. What if we come up with stuff that they've not actually considered yet? Like, we've gone into the game and we're like, hang on a bit. Like, you've coloured grass the weird colour of green. Like, this colour of green will, I don't know, have an effect on people's green screens, and then you won't ever have any streamers play it. Something like that. Something crazy like that. And then people will be like, well, you can't say anything because it's just stability. It's like, but this is important. It's difficult. It's a minefield. All feedback is good feedback, even bad feedback. True. So why am I having difficulty listening to some people's feedback? Firstly, it's not for me. I don't know. It's got a lot of different opinions rolling in my head. I'm trying to unpack them with you as well. So I appreciate it. It's the human element, yeah. That's how the game breaks. Yeah, they're just testing. It's an alpha. Just give all, yeah, give all feedback. They're not going to say, can you stop giving us feedback, please? Can you stop suggesting this feature, or stop suggesting that this is a bug? Well, they've got the bug thing, haven't they? But
alpha.
For my first 8 hours of playing, exploring and grinding in Ashes of Creation's Alpha 2 Phase 1, I thoroughly enjoyed my time, and in fact, it far surpassed my expectations. Cool. I had a lot of fun with the combat. It is very visible, even in this early stage.
Nice. I am looking forward to the combat. I was worried that the combat was going to be so janky that no one really enjoyed it, and then the argument then would have just been like, but it's just an alpha. Tell you what is good about that feedback from that one YouTuber who just exploited mobs for 20 hours and then flexed on Reddit that he did a level 21. What's good about that feedback? That they know that that can be done? Also, the way that I've been consuming the content is by watching content creators. And they're going to be vocal about maybe everything. Like, people do be yapping. Some people will just say things for the sake of saying things and just filling time. That's a thing. People do that. People will say stuff that is not important whatsoever, just to fill time. Not necessarily to, like, increase the time on their vid or anything, but it's just to fill a gap.
And has
The DDoS. The DDoS is something that's, yeah, I think they're aware about that.
A lot of potential for growth and improvement. The world is very large, much larger than I expected, and I have barely started exploring it. I am looking forward to more world polish as they improve the density of the content, which extends to gathering, resources, events, mob spawns, and quests. My only critique is that the networking is quite unstable, with the promised dynamic server meshing being delayed until Phase 2 at least, and thus, I am hopeful that they will focus their efforts on this. Alright, so stop fucking asking.
The grass is a bit too pointy, to be fair. What's the bug thing? Is it /B or something? I'll let them know. I'll message them.
You like playing tank, but
Only we knew someone in art tech and lighting.
Like PvP, Jamie's got some great news for you.
Level 12, level 20, tank is a fucking beast. In PvP, tank is fucking nasty. It is a CC machine. It does a decent amount of damage in PvP. I've never been so happy as a tank in PvP as I have in Ashes. Ashes has the best PvP tank I have played. Even my prop warrior did not have the amount of control and damage that I feel like the PvP tank has.
As with any new
Tanks feeling good. If tanks are feeling good, that's a good sign, right?
MMO, there are some netcode issues.
You have thorns now. You're just teleporting all the way. You are just teleporting all over the place right now. What? You're teleporting. No, you're teleporting
No, you.
all over the place.
No, you're teleporting.
I'm going in a straight little line.
Straight little line?
Amazing.
I'm going in a straight little line as he zigzags across my fucking screen.
They do have to change font size and erase your own name above your screen. Yeah, why is that a thing? Why is that default? Why is that ever a thing? Like, I know who I am. I named me. I am me. It's one of the things that you're interested in, so sounds good to you. What about the name above your character? There's probably a delay here, so we might be out of sync, but what? Look at the names too. The names are fine. What are you talking about? It's all good.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite things.
Okay, okay.
And then they just go through it, right? Everyone does.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it, guys. It's just an alpha. Everything is fine. Move along. Okay, let's just go. Let's move. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, follow us, Nice. Oh no, Nice, you've gone missing. Oh no, Nice has gone missing. He's gone Nice! Come back, Nice! It's a line of NPCs! Oh, I'm invisible, bro!
Silently dying
shit.
here.
Okay, I'm invisible. Okay, no worry. We'll move out of this mesh.
One area attracting some criticism is...
That was something else that kept on being brought up. Was that the server meshing was promised and wasn't delivered. There's a difference between not delivered and delayed. Like, stuff being delayed is just fact of life, right?
It's the character creator.
But
it's pretty basic.
I don't fucking like sliders in
Jamie?
MMOs. Nothing over the top, at least.
But.
Because it's just
Max Butt.
like Lyric, for example. Fuck it. Fat as fuck.
Shield.
True.
Ow, Meatball, you're made out of claws. Meatball, buddy, please.
Actually watch this. Live.
Oh, that sucked.
Did suck.
I feel for you, brother.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not even half the XP debt of what it would cost to kill that mob. But like, it's not expensive to die.
That is if we kill him.
The blink looks so satisfying. I wonder what like different attributes you can have to the ball. Can you make it slower at all? Do you have things like that?
Nice. I got him frozen during his spin.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe if
No
you're new,
worries.
and we'll see you tomorrow for another
Hey.
video.
Oh god, this is what I'm supposed to do as well, apparently. I'm supposed to be like, hey guys, everyone watching. Everyone watching, look. Look, there's the link. Go like and subscribe. What? Cruda? Thank you very much. Appreciate you. So that was it. That was a 10-minute video. We managed to last for an hour or so. Pretty sure he made top plays just for Ashes. There are 2 more videos. Oh, this person. Well, the top MMO plays. Oh, there's another video. Okay. Wait. Okay. Hold on. One. Oh, there's just one here at the moment. Did we get anything from Asmongold? Did Asmongold say anything about it? Did he play? No one saw him play, right? Alpha 2? He did a new channel. Has he done anything, like, recently? Like, in the last couple of days? I don't want to know about your drama. I actually don't know anything about him being banned. No, nothing. Nothing? When would it have been? 2 weeks. Plans. Cleaned. Oh, he cleaned. Good for him. Good for Asmongold. No, I guess he's having other more pressing issues. That's fine. That's fine, Asmongold. We'll wait. He did take a break, but I would have guessed he would have played. He was banned on Kick until yesterday. See, yeah, you're right. Killscar. It's an amazing name. Yes, he was. I don't know why. I've managed to avoid the reason. But because he was on yesterday, I wondered if he had actually played during the weekend and he had any views. Should have seen the ocean. The ocean? The ocean, question mark? Yeah, up here I've just got like a bunch of vids. If anyone has like any suggestions of any decent new ones, go for it. That is reaction to a S-fan. Lucky Ghost. I've seen a bit of that. I've not seen this actually. Let's watch a bit of Narc. Should have seen the ocean get away from computers. Oh, touch grass kind of thing. That's okay. We've all been there, right? Unless we've not all been there. I don't know what he's done. If it's something terrible, we've not been there. That was only him. I wasn't there. I have an alibi.
So after 3 long years, we've finally been...
Live around people. Sounds gross. Sounds icky. Who does that post 2020? Ashes Phase 3 will at minimum take 1 year. Out of interest, what's that based off of? Is that like an assumption? Do you have some insider knowledge? Is that how they've been going at the moment? I don't know what the rate of development has been. I saw on the docs. Oh, okay. I've not read that then. Hard to find those new channels. Channels is called Ashes Moments. We can have a look at that.
Log back into the
Oh, on the wiki. Sure. I mean, that's fine by me. I got no issue with that.
So after 3 long years, we've finally been able to log back into the highly anticipated MMORPG Ashes of Creation.
Never heard of it. Is it any good? Has anyone played it?
For me, the first weekend test certainly surpassed expectations, but before we get into that, sit back, relax, and grab yourself a Cupa Cola, because
I don't get
the
it.
small 2-day taste that we got, reception to the test has been
Ashes Codex. I think Ashes Codex. Oh yeah, no links. That's okay. If it takes one, I trust you. I trust you.
really positive.
Don't worry about it.
Assessments across the board and copious.
I don't know what it takes a year. I don't know what that means other than it's just going to take a year. They're going to probably have updates throughout though, right? And then do a beta, invite some more people. 365 days if it helps. It does help. Thanks for that. Thanks, Penguin. Can always rely on you.
Levels at an all-time high.
12
Today,
months.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
give
sound
you
right.
guys my first impressions and a little bit of initial feedback for that first weekend, as well as what makes me excited for future updates. Now, with all that bollocks out of the way, let's begin, shall we?
Yeah, so they're gonna do release, like, even just little updates would be cool. Everyone's gonna hype out about them anyway. And then there'll be one midway through the year that's just a tiny one with some, like, slight texture updates. No one's gonna say, this game is dead! This game is dead! They're just releasing texture updates. When are they actually going to develop the game? Grass less pointy patch. When will it come? It's what we've been asking for since pre-alpha.
Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to outline a couple of things that I'm not going to be mentioning in
Please
this
do.
video, as I don't think they're really worth focusing on due to the early alpha state. Balance is a major one, and so is optimization. I think
You just mentioned them.
these are perfectly fine to
Just
be
saying. Just saying.
buffed at the moment,
Yeah.
and I have full confidence in Intrepid's ability to smooth out these things due to the updates made throughout the pre-alpha and also the Alpha 1 from 3 years ago. In addition, the combat is obviously
Alpha 1 3 years ago. Did I know it's that been long? I don't know.
a massive topic that you likely want a thorough opinion on, but today's video isn't going to be focused on that. I want to dedicate a whole video specifically on the
Video
combat,
volume
so
up.
really explain
Can do. Go back here.
things due to the updates
How's
made
that?
throughout the pre-alpha and also the
Really
Alpha
good.
1
You've
from
already
3
seen it.
years ago. In
I wanna
addition,
hear it.
the combat
Me
is
just being like,
obvious.
yep, I agree. No, don't agree. Like, what's he agreeing to? Yeah, how's the
a
volume?
massive topic that you likely want
Thanks
a
for that, by the
thorough
way.
opinion on, but today's video isn't going to be focused on that. I want to dedicate a whole video specifically on the combat so I can really explain to you guys what it is, how it
Dedicating
functions,
a
and
whole.
what my opinions are. So for today, I will just say this. The combat is very solid and has
Good.
a fantastic foundation to build upon. It is eons better than New World and miles better
Which
than
I enjoyed.
Throne and
Which
Liberty.
I did not enjoy.
However, doesn't quite reach the polish of World of Warcraft or Guild Wars 2 just yet. However, the last 3 years Intrepid have spent overhauling it has resulted in something truly special, and I'm really looking forward
Oh,
to
we've got the combat's solid. People enjoying most of the classes. What did we say about the Ranger? I think the Ranger is the one that I know least about, just because not that many people have piped up about it. Tiny bit down. Sorry. Maining so far as the Ranger. Yeah. Don't know. I think it's because I've just not watched that much of it. I'm a bit dubious about it. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna stand back and shoot. Okay, cool. We're gonna do other things. It's been fun. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. You've had fun with that. There was that guy earlier that said he was having fun playing as the tank. People are having fun with the classes. People are having fun with the combat, which is one of the massive bits of an MMO, right? Am I wrong? Kiting class ranger. Will you be doing much kiting if you're in a like a party with a tank and a fighter? Try some others minus tank. I think it's just the get over here chain that he uses. That's just so satisfying. You know you're gonna get some absolute belters of some hooks. Maybe it's because I played Roadhog in Overwatch. Maybe that's why. I just wanted to be Roadhog again. Rogue was gonna be fantastic. Rogue is one that I am, yeah, very much looking forward to. Summoner just slightly above, I think. But I do want Rogue. Do want Rogue. But again, I've not seen it in action in Alpha 2. It's a lot of AoE, right? You like the look of Ranger, Fighter, and Tank. Rogue is also likely, but you need to see it. Yeah, Rogue and Summoner. Not out yet. Raged DPS.
My deep dive
So bad.
tomorrow. So
It's okay. No one saw.
Subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Now, my impressions of the alpha is going to be broken up into three
Got
segments.
so many trees. I'm looking forward to cutting down so many trees and doing nothing. Just putting on a podcast, cutting some trees, breeding some chickens, smashing them together.
I want to touch.
Also, curious about how they will fix you spawn at the wrong side of the map issue for new characters. Spawn on the wrong side of the map? I'm not sure I'm aware of that. What happened? When you say the wrong side of the map, do you mean like underneath the map? And then just like, falling into the abyss? Or like just on the other side of the biome? If the map becomes 10 times bigger and you spawn in the middle. Oh, do you mean for new characters when the game releases? So you've got like a whole party that like at the top left or like the furthest reach of the game, and you spawn in. He's like, I'm gonna go have fun with my friends. How do I get to friends? Guess we'll never know. We'll never know. Oh, I know. I'll make a caravan. Just put me in the box. You speak fluent gibberish and sarcasm. Ah. Someone after my own heart. Hey! Killscar! Thank you. Appreciate it. 5+ hours walking to your node. Yeah. Yeah, fast travel. Fast travel's a hot topic, right? Set starter areas. Oh, so you can just choose. I'm guessing there's going to be like 4, right? In the corner, that would make it easier, unless you've got a party that decided to be in the middle island. Zig plays a lot of walking sims. Why does everyone criticize all the games that I play as walking sims? Just because you don't do much other than go around. Like, how's that my fault? They're not walking sims, they're life sims. It's like in real life when you walk around. Based on race. Ah, yeah, that would be cool. Would that be cool? Would that be cool? Because you could have a party with different races in. races intermingling. Oh no, yeah. So fast travel, you've got walking, you've got running, you've got sprinting, mounted, flying mounted, and then what do they call it? Like the flying mounted air tunnels. What are they called? Those things. Where you just like fast travel, not fast travel, it's not fast travel, but when you have a increase flying speed down a set route. Walking sims. No, they're 100% walking sims. It's just I don't like the criticism. Because every time that I'm enjoying a new game, someone comes in, they're like, oh, nice little walking sim you've got there. I'm like, so I don't just play walking sims. It's supposed to be a horror game, but I've just not encountered any horror yet. Not going to have fast travel. So they're not going to have like fast travel, like instant travel. Like New Worlds is my understanding. But they will have... I don't know what it is. Like an air bus that you can use. Answers on a postcard for why I'm wrong, but I thought that's what the deal was. Like end game. Fast travel is for metros only if it's a scientific node and invested in by a mayor. Yes. So you don't it's not just inbuilt into the game. Different nodes will need to opt for that. So there'll have to be like some communication. That's good, I think, because you'll have like far-reaching nodes that have nothing to do with each other. Just being like, we're scientific. Do you want to make a node and we can just explore each other's maps? That'd be cool. I like that. I like that. Like Fortnite. Yes, like Fortnite. They're going to have a Fortnite bus. Got it in one. No teleporting until level 5 node. Yeah, that's the Metropolis, right? I like that. What does everyone else think about that? No fast travel. For me, initially, I was like, wait, what? What? Imagine playing Skyrim with no fast travel. And then you're like, actually, does it sound terrible? Like, enjoying the sights? Having a reason to go to a certain place? There has to be some sort of faster travel. But instantaneous, who cares? There's like GTA 5. You can get in a taxi and it'll take you there. But you could also fast travel. Do you mind just being in the taxi for a bit? Is that an issue? Light paths. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. And science nodes. Yeah, the science nodes definitely should, I think. Even just for flavor. If you're thinking about like lore building, world building, like you'd have people literally spending all of their resources in figuring out how to get to one place to another fast. So that would be, yeah, scientific node. I'm happy with that. You like it? You like it? Good, good, good. Good, good, good. And classic WoW. I never really played much WoW. Other than walking around. So I don't think I even got to my first mount. If fast travel means instant travel, then you like it. As long as there's options for getting around. Yeah, there's limited instant travel. Taxis should have a risk. Is the taxis... I think I should know this. The taxiing service, is that going to be... No, it's not player. It's not player, is it? Unless you have a boat, right? Just get in a boat, travel around. How fast are boats? I don't know. Dying. There used to be a boat that would take you across the zone in water. You have to wait for it every 15 minutes, then all zoned into boat block in EverQuest. Okay. Yeah, that big stretch of water There's gonna be a lot of shit going on there. A lot of shit. I think fast travel for level 5 node is fine. Yeah. Yep. Adding airships or caravans, air caravans, yeah, would be a good alternative. I can appreciate that. Yeah. When everyone's got like flying mounts and you need to like, I don't know, build more verticality in the game. Fast travel has one big issue. Do it to remove the distance defense. The distance defense. Yes, yeah, no, I understand what you mean, yeah. So, hey, we're nowhere near the other node. They'll take forever to get over to us. It's like, oh, wait, they're already here. They've just teleported inside because they're also a scientific node. Will be rare always. In 10 years, if we're talking 5 to 10 years, if I've got anything to do with it, with my breeding of meshing together a centipede and an alpaca, I've got anything to say. Everyone will have a mount. But no, I do like the fact that mounts are rare.
Networking, the content design, and the social systems, as these are the 3 major aspects.
I'm not going to end
that
up playing Ashes of Creation. I know for a fact. I'm going to just be an evil scientist in their lair doing animal husbandry, and that's going to be my life. And people will be like, why are you still like level 10? I was like, oh, I don't want to leave. I got someone bringing animals to me. Why should I? Because you'll have trappers as well that go out and get the animals.
To really test properly. Starting with the networking.
Trappers, is that the right word?
I think the community are in an unanimous agreement that the server tech and stability are very far from ideal at this point. Disconnects are demotivating testers, desync is causing the combat to be unplayable at times, and the starting zone is causing people to crash indefinitely.
So what I've taken from that is, we know it's a server test, so it's going to be a bit buggy. But you enjoy the combat when you can get into it. So as long as they take out the bad, leave the good, we are good, right? Taming, yes. Taming and animal husbandry. Ah, it's going to be so good. If it's good. If it's terrible and super basic, and it's like, oh, you've made a horse, but this one is slightly tinted black. It's like, oh, yeah. And it's 3 units of little bit faster, but 2 units little bit weaker. Do you know what I mean? You played 8,000 hours of Ark. Whoa. We should just buy a horse. I'll just buy one. Amazing. I remember playing Ark. This was after it had been out for a while and got absolutely destroyed. It's not a very new player-friendly game. Taming sounds pretty sick. Yeah. Just the animal husbandry stuffs.
Their characters into a limbo state.
I'm not just getting this game for animal husbandry. I probably should say that. There are other aspects that I'm quite entertained by. But that is one of the big pulls. I just want to see how it works. And if it's good and it's engaging and it's like its own little game, I'm going to be in heaven.
All very expected, of course, as Phase
3 a.m. alarm to feed a baby. What, right now?
One is all about the networking and stability. However, it was hard at times for me and a lot of other...
in Ark. Right, gotcha. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I gotta... Yeah. Remember, there's a delay. I thought you meant like in animal husbandry as well. It's like a Tamagotchi. We have to feed them in real time and rear them with a milk bottle.
Testers to remain motivated regardless, and across the community, they're hopeful that the networking will be smoothed out, as we're not entirely sure that the Riverlands is hosting that promised 3K concurrent players as of right now. And I really wish Intrepid would be a little more transparent about this so the community understand the current state of the game. It's okay to underdeliver if that's the purpose.
Right, I'm sorry
of your...
about this. 2 seconds.
We're not entirely sure that the Riverlands will be smoothed out. Me and a lot of other testers, as Phase 1 is breaking their characters into a limbo playable at times, and the starting zone is causing people to crash indefinitely. Break a small 2-day and grab your variation, and for me, the first week highly anticipated. Before we get into that, sit back, relax. The small, with fair assessments across the my first impressions, makes Pittsburgh be mentioning in this balance is I don't think they're really worth is optimization. I think these are for state. Balance is a major one, and so is optimization. I think these are perfectly fine to be scuffed at the moment.
Was he... What would you say he means by optimization? Just like how the game plays out? Like how it's optimized for playing on a PC?
And I have full confidence in it regardless. And across the community, they're hopeful that the networking will be smoothed out, as we're not entirely sure that the Riverlands is hosting that promised
optimization for what?
Concurrent players as of right now.
I assume how it works on your PC, right?
Wish Intrepid would be a little more transparent about this so the community understand the current state of
It
the
was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Game. It's okay to underdeliver if that's the purpose of your testing, just as long as everyone is on the same page.
3K on launch, not an alpha, I assume.
One final note about the networking is that the promised dynamic server meshing that was said to be already in the game has now been scheduled for Phase 2, which is likely one of the main causes for the bottlenecking and stability issues.
Right now, dynamic gridding is in place. Right now, what we are doing is we are optimizing, fixing performance around that, and the current goal, which is on target, is that dynamic gridding will be online by the start of Alpha 2.
So is dynamic gridding going to be in Friday, or will it be in by Phase 2?
It will absolutely be in by Phase 2, but it will likely not be online the first weekend or probably even the second weekend. And that's because those teams have been very, very focused.
Oh, and now they've got
the
like a
current
bunch of
bugs
other
that we
issues
have
to
available
deal
to
with,
us.
right?
With that said, I think
Do you think it's the same team that will try and sort out the DDoSing, right?
Fairly reasonable to set expectations around the
I don't know technology. Would that be the same group
for Phase 2? And
is that part of the same team? Server meshing and DDoSing would be infra. Okay, cool. Good. I'm glad someone who knows what they're talking about is here. And you happen to be called hardware as well.
Hope that doesn't become a concurrent meme throughout the remainder of the development process.
Because it's all fair and good, like saying like, oh yeah, they're gonna have to sort out the DDoSing. It's like, yeah, only a certain amount of people would be able to work on that. Like, you're not gonna get the art team or like the people that deal with UI working on that as well.
Hey lads. Anyway, moving on to the world and content next, I think it's really quite important to highlight a crucial
HR just shuts down to fix DDoSing. There's so many naughty things happen.
Of feedback in this regard.
DDoSing is kind of hard issue to fix. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it. See how they manage. It's gotta be... Well, we're not saying that the game's dead just because it's being DDoS, but they'll be able to mitigate stuff, right?
I'll break this into 2 segments, my impressions of the content itself and my impressions of the world. So, I'm gonna be blunt here and say the questing in this game is really underwhelming
What do you
right
mean?
now. Although a few of the quests are well designed and thoughtful, the AI voice acting and lack of general direction really left me completely uninterested.
Do we care about the AI voice acting at this stage? I wouldn't have even expected there to be voice acting at this point. Cost of fixing it / worth. Oh, yeah.
in pursuing any quests.
I probably gotta fix it, because they can't just be like, well, you know, screw it. It's gonna take billions of dollars to fix DDoSing globally. No voices. Yeah, I did not expect there to be voices at all in the alpha. Also, just really didn't expect them to have AI voices. I know it sucks at the moment. They know it sucks at the moment. They know it can be improved. And it will be improved. But I think it's, you know, cool. It's just something extra as opposed to not having anything, right?
Much just speed ran through the starting quests for that mount, but then after attempting to do a few quests, I quickly learned that they were broadly unrewarding, but more importantly, incomplete. Not
Already
once
moved the windows around the screen. What, like the menus and stuff?
was I compelled to stop
Oh
and do
yeah, that's not something I'd expect. I thought they'd just be like, here, it's set, don't ask for it to be changed yet. Yeah, the HUD being customizable with the grid.
Quests.
Yeah, that's good, right? They're giving you stuff, maybe some stuff that you weren't expecting isn't in yet. It swings and roundabouts. Pros and cons. Does it all balance out for an alpha? Is this an alpha? Is this what people would expect for an alpha?
Simply because, well, there was no point in doing so.
Do I need to educate myself as to what an alpha 2 should look like exactly?
Just grind, and although a lot of the community following this game may find that fun and acceptable, I don't. And actually, questing is one of the main things that makes MMORPGs fun for me. Going to a particular location, grabbing some quests that teach me about the threats in the area, which then eventually leads to a conclusive battle against the masterminds behind it all. This really makes an MMORPG's world feel alive, because these quests become memorable moments in your leveling experience. They add an element to the game that feels like the devs really care, and
with quests and storylines, I don't think I would have played New World as much had I not been paying attention to the story. Like a stress test. Yeah, and that's what I was expecting. I was expecting everyone to go in with that expectation as well. It's like, hey, come and try and break stuff. And then the people on the third day, oh boy, did they break some stuff. He wants a released game, not an alpha. That's what I keep saying. The game, I don't want to say about like Narc or anything, but the game isn't called Ashes of Creation Alpha 2. That's not the end goal. It's an alpha. It's not called Alpha 2 and is about a wolf pack. Phase 3 will probably feel like an alpha. I don't even know what an alpha feels like. I've played so many early access games, alphas, betas. Like, they're all varying in quality.
I understand that consistently adding a large amount of content throughout Ashes of Creation...
Okay, I'm just having some self-awareness here. I repeatedly tell myself not to buy or play games or invest any time or any resources into any games that are early access. I have always regretted it. I've always regretted it because I get to the end of what content they have at that time and then immediately just have nothing else to do. Be like, the story's not finished, the game's not finished. She's like, yeah, honey, it's early access. You know what that means. I'm just having that realization now. I've made a mistake. This was a mistake, but it's going to be fine. As long as I'm having fun and the content takes me up until the next content, which takes me up until the next, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Cope. Bitcraft? Bitcraft? I don't think I've heard of that. Usually getting all game systems online. Yeah, I'm surprised that they're gonna get the the ship stuff. What do you call it? The boat stuff for phase 3. I thought that would have been a beta thing. Are you saying you actually got scammed? I got out of... I don't know. I haven't decided. I haven't played it yet. You took that server down intentionally or not that intentionally? By accidents or by not accidents?
Nation's 1.2 thousand kilometers squared world could be a daunting and almost impossible
a massive amount
task, but it's what makes a good game turn into a great game, and we've seen this throughout the history of MMORPGs and gaming alike. For now, it just seems like the test wants
intentionally you wrote a query to the DB, crashed the server. Amazing. Amazing. They're like, okay, yeah, we need to sort that. Block. This is an easy bug to squash, right? It just block you. No more queries from you. No more tickets.
And that's a real shame, as questing is a prime opportunity to immerse players into the lore of their world without actually spoon-feeding it to them. Let's hope, as the story arc systems are implemented in phase 2.
Story is big for me. What about you guys? Do you like a story arc? Do you like world building? Do you like some narratives? Or do you just want, hey, this is an angry person. They are doing naughty things. Go fight them, please. Or do you want, like, massive build-ups?
This problem will be solved. But before moving on from this topic, I want to talk about the world next, as a lot of people have mixed feedback about it. Generic, uninspired, lacking passion are...
The Riverlands... in my assessment, in general, in any game, are the most like basic default. This is your starter level. This is where Link has his inciting incident and starts his journey to save Hyrule. Like, this is just where you start, right? Don't know what you want. It depends on the game. What about an MMO? Any MMOs you've like really got into the story for?
All critiques that I agree with. However, I want to approach this with a more how do you improve it point of view. First of all, the world, the structures, and hell, even the ruins placed around are way too clean. They do not say to me that 2,500 years have passed since the world of Vera was ravaged by demonic abominations. And thus,
they've just been cleaning up after themselves and polishing the stone afterwards. That's nice of them.
Almost everywhere that is considered a point of interest that players will be in needs to represent multiple thousands of years of degradation. In addition, the Riverlands lacks that sense of fantasy that really immerses players into the world. For example, around the starting city...
Is that a texture issue? Monsters have been cleaning the stones. Maybe it's just acid rain. Maybe this is just advertisement for acid rain. Just cleaning off all the gunk off the stone, right? Like the story, but some games it feels like goings on with a player in the world is the real story, in which case you don't care about too much. Well, it's like you don't want to be the hero of the story.
The floating rocks being held up.
I would love to be in this area, go around, fight some mobs, leave, maybe go to a slightly different area next to it, and then find some lore. I want Dark Souls. I think I want Dark Souls-esque lore building, where I find, like, in a dungeon, a note or an item description. So they have item descriptions in this game where it tells me, like, more about this area. And I'm like, oh, intrigue, I need to know more. And then you just start piecing it together. A little bit like, what's that game that we like, Penguin? We always get the name wrong. The one with, like, perfect storytelling and world building. Outer Wilds, that's it.
up by the blue
League of
essence-like
Legends.
energy. However, aside from one particular
Lops.
point of interest, the gem spring, this destabilized terrain is nowhere to be seen. A lot of the world feels, like we've said, soulless, generic, and lifeless, as players explore large swaths of land with almost zero interesting things to look at. I would love to see the team take multiple passes throughout the Riverlands and completely destabilize some of the terrain with this magical blue essence seeping from the earth below.
I would need to know more about the lore to comment on that. I'm not sure if that's like super needed, but even here, right? You got to be thinking about like points of interest. So in was it Elden Ring was designed around the basis of, was it every X amount of seconds you need to have a point of interest. So as long as your character is being thrown a cookie every now and again of, oh, that's kind of cool looking, then you're good. So from here,
of land
on the
with almost
cliff,
zero interesting things to look at. I
you've
would love
got
to see the
cool tower. Cool.
team
Scroll
take
around.
multiple passes throughout the Riverlands and completely destabilize
Scroll
some of the
around.
terrain with this magical blue essence seeping.
You've got something there. Wait, do you see my mouse? Like, if they made this like more, I don't know if they're going for like snowy caps, but something needs to be there. And then
from
you
the
scroll
earth
over and you
below.
see the
Create
burning
small
tree.
jumping
That's what it
puzzles,
needs.
create interesting shortcuts, and just make the world look more.
They just need more content. Like we said before. They might be holding back content, holding back stuff that we aren't privy to yet. But the start of alpha, it's not, this game isn't in alpha. It's called Ashes of Creation Alpha 2.
More interesting by
been fully
utilizing
released.
that Nagrand-like style that you set up near the starting area. In addition, it feels like some areas, the Tower of Carfin and the Graveyard in particular, are just missing the vibe, and I think this is mainly caused by the lack of skybox. When you enter zones or areas in games like WoW or Guild Wars
So, like,
2,
talking about texture and the look of it all.
the devs utilize the skybox to completely change the vibe of the area, and I find this to be a very clever technique that is not utilized at all in Ashes of Creation, or at least not yet. But hey, at least we can hope that it gets fixed in Phase 2. Am I right, guys? Now, the next discussion is purely
we all hope you're right.
Focused on the social systems and the nodes, as this is obviously one of the main draws of this highly anticipated MMORPG. In my opinion, Intrepid have absolutely nailed the ability to create a social world very much like the old school MMOs.
Good.
The world requires...
This is it's not pay to win. It's guild to win. So if you've got a bunch of buddies that you can work well together, like, you're gonna do just fine, kid.
Work together, help each other, and progress to create a functioning economy that thrives.
And like the interpersonal relationships between merchants and nodes. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I'm not gonna see half of the stuff. I'm probably not even gonna see like 99% of the cool stuff that happens in game.
On our
oh yeah, you're right. It's just pay to test. True.
Server, Lineth, I am the mayor of Winstead. However, initially we were aiming to take Miraleth. Another guild had already set their sights on this node, and instead of creating conflict, we chose to use diplomacy, which eventually led to a full-blown council being formed across the entire server, with all of the mayors discussing in a call what would be best for the server
That's cool.
as a whole.
That is so cool. Wouldn't you want to be a fly on the wall for that conversation? Did they record it? That's the stuff that should be recorded. Is it recorded? I don't know. What do you think? I'd want to hear that stuff just to see how the sausage gets made. What are our overlords talking about that's going to shape the entire world around us? Do we have a right to be in those conversations, or at least to just watch them, just for content, I guess?
is exactly how I envisioned Ashes of Creation to be, and I cannot express just how pleased I am with the social environment the node system has created. Guilds are communicating with each other.
And about the actions of the players becoming its own story. Yeah, there's 2 servers won't look alike. They'll be completely different. Issues is you don't want to record it all since it could lead to leaking of guild information. You are absolutely right. I hate how right you are, but you are right. You don't want that, do you? That's a bugger. No, that's a fair point. Because people do want to be cagey with their information. Perfectly normal. I would say, I guess the only way around that is just become a mayor. Just become a mayor. It's easy. How hard could it be, right? Just become a mayor. And then you get to have those conversations. Just the fact that those conversations are happening is cool on its own, right?
Working together and genuinely forming bonds that will last years as a server progresses. And I genuinely cannot wait to see where our little alliance takes us as the tests progress. What we're seeing right now
Just become one of the 5 mayors on the server. Easy. Just do it. Nothing to it but to do it. Seriously, you need to manifest some positivity. Manifest. Seriously, that's me. You need to manifest. You need to manifest some mayoral stances, okay? That's what you need to do. Sorry, 2 seconds.
Phase 1 is a small segment of the systems, kind of forcing us as a council to make very odd choices due to the limitations. But as the vassal system, higher level nodes, and the castle sieges come online during Phase 2, I can 100% see this alliance that we've formed becoming a permanent thing, and may even...
So interesting. Like, I wonder what actually happened in that conversation. Like, would it be cool if some of the stuff was leaked? There's gonna be so many leaks, aren't there? But even if you... I'm just so interested. You get 5 mayors in a Discord call all shouting at each other. I want to be there. I don't want to be in the conversation. I just want to be in there.
Phase 3 as we work together to form a vassal network. Ashes of Creation has achieved an open world, truly social MMORPG that brings players together, but more importantly, rewards or punishes players based on their actions due to everyone living in one single layer, in one united world, just like the good old days. However, it is crucial
Except when it's
that the
not
actual
united.
gameplay and content elements complement this as well. Stephen has always said that Ashes of Creation is a sand park MMORPG, bringing the best elements from both theme park and sandbox games, and in my opinion, they have completely nailed those sandbox elements right now. So, let us hope in Phase 2 and beyond that Intrepid
Part of it was making sure they had opportunities to craft all items. If every node selected leatherworking, it would limit what could be crafted. Yeah, so do you think people will want to, again, niche down? Where, actually, if everyone chooses leatherworking, the one person that chooses something else is going to be a higher priority. So it's in everyone's interest to be different, right? So it's good for that conversation. Yeah, you just confirmed your... Wait, what? Question mark?
focus hard on bringing the...
Phase 2. Test goals. Node advancement. Economy. Vassaling. Vassaling. I want vassaling to be interesting as well. I don't want it to just be super basic. Like, we have an icon next to us that says that we are a vassal state of this place. We give them some taxes or something. Test goals. Expanded content and features. Fantastic. That's exactly what we want.
The content itself up to a standard that makes this MMORPG stand among the giants as a game that dared to be different and succeeded in doing so.
5 nodes, you kind of have to do it, but if there's 40 nodes, it would allow for more opportunities to create imbalance and gain an advantage. Yeah, and I think that's like all part of the game, right? That's all part of it. Trying to work out what the best thing to do is for your node. Because if you goof up as the mayor, like, you're gonna know about it.
But as usual, I am just one nerd, desperate for a good MMO. And to conclude today's video, I just want to say that obviously there's a lot of things that I've skipped on simply because I didn't want to jam everything into one rush
That's
sprint.
okay.
We've created a channel in our Discord specifically for Phase 1 feedback if you want to contribute to that, but the combat, class design, content, and the mayor systems are all things that we're deep diving throughout the remainder of Phase 1.
So he was a mayor. So by next weekend, we should hear a bit more about how in depth, like,
sadly, this
stage 3 nodes would be.
first weekend test had to end early because the servers were experiencing a DDoS attack. Therefore,
Sad
expect
times.
my following videos to be touching on these specifically to really hone in on the feedback because the milking of Alpha 2 content has only just begun, my friends. So, if you want to stay caught up
I don't know what you mean.
with Ashes of Creation, make sure to drop by the streams over at twitch.tv/Darkiverse and subscribe on YouTube for more of the good stuff because you're high on copium.
Cool. I'm gonna do that thing. I'm gonna do that thing that people do. Where they go boop, boop, skadoosh. Whoa! Hey, hardware. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. That is it for me, everyone. Thanks for chilling, thanks for killing. Let's see who we can raid you guys over to. It's been fun. Maybe I'll see you November 8th sometime, whenever that might be. Who knows when November 8th's gonna come? But it's been good. Nice meeting you. The peeps that have been actually playing the game, thanks for dishing out the dirt. But I will love you and leave you and catch you some other time. We have a raid. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. Oh wait, I didn't do that thing that I was supposed to do. Skadoosh. There you go. There we go. Like and subscribe his video. Wait, did I just do nice gaming instead? Don't like and subscribe that. Unlike and unsubscribe everyone, that one there. That one there. Like and subscribe that one instead. Dislike, nice. Don't dislike. Don't do that. I'm joking. Let us know which server. I need to decide which server. I wish there was an obvious choice. Yeah. Gonna send you over to Nobster when I can get there. But ciao for now, my peeps. See you in Vera. Oh, that feels so good to hear. See you in Vera. Hopefully, it's everything that we expect it to be. If not, I will cry. But it's going to be fine, because we're going to set our expectations at a reasonable level, okay? And we're not going to have hyper, high, super expectations. We all agreed? We're all agreed. Right. Love you,
I'm
ciao.
grinding until level 10. Just outside of Miraleth, we were grinding at a goblin farm, and I'm on like maybe 3 hours of sleep. So I'm gonna try. And
Let's go.
Skulker's gear, which is giant. It actually has waterfall stats. We were using nothing even closely similar to this. Brass scepter and everything. We are playing as the cleric still, and I am very excited to use my new abilities.
The
and also,
Prophet, thank you
I
very much
have
for the
divine
follow.
flare now,
Thank
which
you,
it looks
thank
like
you.
you can move
Welcome.
around.